Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta fix this damn phone. What up, Mo? I'm trying to get it in this thing. See if it's gonna click in. It's probably not gonna click in. Okay, I got it to click in. Oh, hold on. Did it click in? Alright, I gotta change my background. Every time I go to this green screen shit, it just fucking changes. It never fails. Turn my brightness up a little. Let me see if turn off this light. You guys still see me. It don't even make it better at all. What up, sleep? Get this popping here in a minute. Hold on. I gotta find something to listen to. It just go to anything, I swear. That's how I want it. I don't know why that shit keeps sliding down.
You know what it is, nigga? When I show up, I'm on 10, nigga, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerves thinking that you niggas hard as iron, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in a booth. They feel the pressure, me I feel like I just left them a masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heat of blast in your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weakness last in my sneakers. Nigga want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably gon' go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. I'm higher than niggas that don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see the glass is empty, I see a glass full of ether. Collecting his bread and mash like he a Catholic preacher. Just to count a nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really no MC equal. Feel me, co-pin be lethal. Crip like an old MTV show. Oh God, the best rapper alive. Headshot. Now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied.
Yeah. Shouldn't have talked. Now, let me go back to my what I'm about to talk about. I probably ain't even gonna be up here that long. So you got this Ron L. Hubbard, right? A lot of people they look at information, right? Let me make sure this is up so y'all can hear what I'm about to say. Oh, hold on, my thing. I don't know why does this keep sliding down? I don't get it. Not only is it sliding down, it's crooked. Let me see if I can fix that. It's like it got a little tilt to it. No, that don't even help. Hold on. Let me see if that'll do it. It's better than what it was. Alright. So, y'all see that dude in the back, right? Ron L. Hubbard is an American author. He primarily does science fiction and fantasy stories. He's known for science. He's one of the founders of Scientology, right? Oh yeah, y'all can see it. That's what I'm saying, man. It's this. I don't know. I'm gonna try to fix it. I don't want to have to go back to using my old one, because that if I start like trying to get into the comment section, then my phone gonna fall, because it wasn't designed for this phone. All right. So not only do you have this guy, right? I'm gonna try to bring him up, but every time I put these on my phone, they don't go in order. So y'all can get some more of what I'm talking about. That's the dude right there. So now we're gonna bring it out of him, and I'm gonna try to bring the other dude up so y'all can see who he is. Y'all see that? Y'all see him? Albert Pike. He's an American author, poet, orator, editor, lawyer, jurist, and he was the Confederate general who served as an associate justice of the Arkansas Supreme Court. Oh man, it's about to get deep. It is about to get deep. Oh, whoa. Just kick me out. Go back in. Yeah, that's where I want to be. So I'm about to bring up the other cat. I'm just doing it so y'all can get a general basis. No, that ain't him. They moved it. Hold on, I want to find it. So y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. Because they ain't even pulling him up. So that means they moved it. It don't matter because I'm about to pull him up on the screen. Alright, he on there. It didn't pull him up. Oh, yeah, you right, Mason. Stuff I don't care about. That's the dude right there. Y'all see, Aleister Crowley, an English occultist, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. He funded the religion of Thelma, identifying himself as the prophet entrusted with. Hold on, my phone went out. guiding humanity into the era of Horus in the early 20th century. Now, the reason why I bring that ain't even all the ones I want to bring up. So hold on. I think no, it's one more. Boom. Hit y'all with her real quick. So I can get the gist. Y'all see her picture? So now, I'm going to see if I can get to her other picture so I can see exactly who she is. And I don't know if my phone put it on here. I had 61 pictures. And my phone didn't put a lot of them on here. So bear with me real quick while I try to find it. I don't know why my phone does that. It just say put everything on my phone, and then when I go back to look for it, that shit don't be here. Okay, so now this is Helena I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Petrovna Blavatsky. She was a Russian mystic and author who co-founded the Theosophical Helena, often known as, and it don't even tell me, but they call her Madame Blavatsky, right? Now, when you go look, let me see if I can put the other one back up here. Okay, it's on here. She got more than just these 3 books. She basically found information and then she rewrote it like it was hers. You got The Secret Doctrine, Isis Unveiled, and The Voice of Silence, right? Those are just 3. She got the Theosophical Glossary and What is Theosophy. And then she got one called The Key to Theosophy. These people that I just showed y'all, right? They are the people that the Moors are getting their information from. Yeah, it's hella pseudo, bro. It's hella pseudo. But these are the people that the Moors are getting their information from. Like, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. I looked it up. When they talk about the lost continent of Mu, Lemuria, Atlantis, all of that stuff is coming from these people. She sleep. Gone. They're getting all that information from there. Not only are they getting their information from these people, but these people are also teaching that Kincaid was a real person. Yes, I forget which one of them it was, but they were teaching that Kincaid had great information and that Egypt was in the Grand Canyon. They co-signed it. They co-signed it. I'm not making it up. I am not making this stuff up. I'm trying to find the pic. Let me see if I can pull this one up so y'all can look at the races. The so-called, I don't even want to know if they 7 root races. Let me see if I can blow it up. There it go. So you got the polar race, the Hyperborean race, the Lemurian race, the Atlantean race, the Aryan race, and then you got 2 other future races that they didn't name yet, but they probably named now. So they're the 7. They are the 7. So people are thinking that they come from the Lemurians, the Atlanteans, and then the Aryans. They don't tell you about the Aryan race. They don't tell you about the polar race. They just stick to the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. What these people are doing, they're taking their information and then they're trimming the fat. Yeah, that's right, Tristan. How we using the white man information when they start using it first? Y'all get on TikTok and y'all see them talking about the Atlantean, the Lemurian, the lost continent of the moon. All that stuff come from these people. Not only, well, let me back out. Let me see if I put him on here. Is this him? Yep. Okay, hold on. I'm about to put him on the screen since I got his picture in here. He ain't in here. I'm going to put him in here. Hold on. Give me a minute. Because he should have been in with the 61 pictures. So we're going to pop him. We're going to pop him on the screen so y'all can act. What you say? Yeah, that's right. They pick and choose. On the screen today. Y'all see him? That's James Churchward. That's Albert Churchward's brother. Albert Churchward wrote a book called Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man. And he's dealing with information that certain people didn't want out. Because it was basically saying that us, the darker skinned people, are basically like, we're not ignorant. And James Churchward, as his brother, now let me see if I can pull up his book. Yep, hold on. We about to put them on the screen too, so y'all can get a little look. Give me 5 seconds. And we about to put it on the screen. It up. These let me shrink it so y'all can really see. Boom. You got the lost continent of the moon, the scared symbols of the moon, the sacred symbols, I mean. And then you got the children of the moon. You got the cosmic forces of the moon, the book of the golden age, and then you got the stone tablets of Mu. Then that's not even all his books, yo. That's not all the books. But this is the stuff that these people stop, Child of the Sun. You can't make me laugh, bro. This is where they get in their information from. They're trimming the fat off the books, and then they're reinserting it into their own doctrine. And then when we come up here and hit them with information, they tell us that we're using the white man's information and science. I'm like, y'all started it first. What are you talking about? If we can't use it, why y'all using it? Why are y'all using it? I don't get it. These people teach that the civilizations, the 7 root races, they started civilization in other continents, and the last people to emerge on the scene was the people in Africa. The dark-skinned race. They didn't even claim the Indian people as being a dark-skinned race. But people take their information and they twist it and turn it to fit their narrative. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. Don't get mad at me. Because I'm bringing you the information. Go look it up. Go look it up. Yeah, I want to see what all we got on here. I don't even want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. I don't even want to play with him no more. That's what I want right there. So now I gotta find that on my phone, so I can read it off of my phone that I got. Hold on, bear with me real quick. I got over 61 fucking pictures. And I ain't even dealing with the other stuff yet. Okay, that's Albert. Yeah, this is his brother. Well, I'm not gonna deal with that. Yeah, I want to find this, that Aleister Crowley on my new phone, so I can read it. Okay, I gotta back out of this. Let's see if it's in my photos. That's what I hate about my new phone. My new phone, when I download certain stuff, it don't go to my gallery. It go to my photo, and I don't want it in my photo. I want it in my gallery. This shit is just, it's strange. This phone is hella strange, y'all. Okay, hold on. I don't even see it now. Okay. So this dude, I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm going to try to blow it up. Okay, that looked funny. So I'm going to read it from my phone. Aleister Crowley was an English occultist, ceremonial magic, and poet, painter, novelist, right? And he was born in the United Kingdom. That's where this man was born. And he was a wicked. He was a witch. All these people. I gotta grab the phone under the thigh. Hey, that might work. He got a face alien. Stop, bro. Hey, let me see if I can go to some of their info. Because I put it on here. I just don't remember where I put it at. Okay, so this one, it says he was born to a wealthy family in Royal Leamington Spa, Warwickshire. Crowley rejects his parents' fundamentalist Christian Plymouth Brethren faith to pursue an interest in Western, I don't even know how to say that word, esotericism. He was educated at Trinity College, the University of Cambridge. So he got a good ass education, yo, where he focused his attention on mountaineering and poetry, resulting in several publications. Some biographers allege that here he was recruited into a British intelligence agency, further suggesting that he remained a spy throughout his life. In 1898, he joined the esoteric Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic. Are y'all hearing this? He was trained in ceremonial magic by Samuel Liddell McGregor Mathers and Alan Bennett. He went mountaineering in Mexico with Oscar Eckenstein before studying Hindu and Buddhism. Now, remember, that's the key. This is the key. Hindu and Buddhism. Who else was over there studying Hindu and Buddhism? Madame Blavatsky. It says that in 1904 he married Rose Kelly and they honeymooned in Cairo, Egypt, where Crowley claimed to have been contacted by a supernatural entity named Awaz, who provided him with the Book of the Law. a sacred text that served as the basis for Thelma, announcing the start of the Aeon of Horus. So that's what, look, this is the strangest stuff. They're going in and learning this stuff, and then he claimed he was visited, contacted by a supernatural entity. Are you guys catching it? Oh, let me see if I can go to the other stuff. This is nuts. Okay, let me see if I got that. I might not have that. Okay, I think I gotta make sure I'm on the same page. Okay. Well, the top is cut off, but it says he claimed to have been contacted by a supernatural entity named Awaz, who provided him with the Book of the Law, a sacred text that served as basis for Thelma, announcing the start of the Aeon of Horus. The book declared that its followers should do what thou wilt and seek to align themselves with their true will through the practice of magic. Y'all see? Yeah, are y'all getting it? Y'all see it? Who is studying magic today? People are mixing spirituality, the New Age spirituality people, with some strange stuff. Right? It's going to get weird. Oh! After an unsuccessful 1905, I don't know even how to say this word, so Kanchenjunga expedition and a visit to India and China, Crowley returned to Britain, where he attracted attention as a prolific author of poetry, novels, and occult literature. In 1907, he and George Cecil Jones, co-founder in esoteric order, the AA, they got a lot of exoteric orders through which they propagated Thelma after spending time in Algeria. What the fuck are y'all doing in Algeria? In 1912, he was initiated into another esoteric order, the German-based Ordo Templi Orientis. I'm guessing that's how you say it. How many of these esoteric orders did they have back in the day? Yeah, bro, they are chilling with the Moors. Look, because Noble Drew Ali studied the Theosophical Society. That's where they get this stuff from. All he did was bring back the esoteric teachings of the Theosophical Society, and he gave it to them. That's it. The Circle 7 Quran. I don't even know why he called it the Circle 7 Quran. He should have just called it the Circle 7 Root Race Esoteric Teachings of the Horus teachings. That's basically what he should have called it. They got so many esoteric teachings. This shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Oh. So now I'm gonna see if I can pull this the dawn of the esoteric. It's in blue. Let me see if it's on here. If it ain't on here, I can put it on here. All right, I don't see it, so hold on. I'm going to put it on here so we can read it straight. All right, this. Now look. The dawn of civilizations, an esoteric account of the first three root races. Look at the top. It says the Theosophical Society. This was another thing started by Madame Blavatsky. So now I gotta throw everything up because all my 61s. So I'ma see. So we're gonna deal with this. Y'all see that? Hermetic influence on the evolutionary system of Helena Blavatsky's. Are y'all seeing this? Is this what I wanted? No, that's still. Is this it? No. This is what I wanted to deal with right here. So I got to get out of this and find that on my phone. It's the 7 root races. And I got to go to my gallery because that's probably where it's at. So let me go look for it right now. Come on. What the fuck just happened? It just kicked me out. Oh, I can't find it, y'all. This is sad. This is why I needed to do all this stuff on another phone. Because the phone I got, it just, when I send stuff to my phone, it switches it into other places. And then I have to look for it. Instead of it all sending it to my photos, it sends half of it to my gallery, then it sends the other half to my photos. And I don't like that. My old phone don't do that at all. But I'm still gonna look for it though. So let me back out of that and let me go back to my photo and see if it's in there. Cause I don't even know if y'all can read that. Okay, I got it. Y'all. I'm ready to read it. It says in April of 1909. Hold on, wait. This ain't it. This is dealing with what the fuck is this name? Kincaid. I ain't ready for that. We don't want to do that right now. Did it pop up? Yeah, there it go. I just want to deal with dude's brother right now. Because his brother was the shit. This is Albert Churchward. Now, I want you guys to look at something on here, right? I just want y'all to pay attention to the date that he died. He was born September 18, 1852, and he died September 4th, 1925. Right? Y'all see that? Now remember 1925. So now we're going to go to this. We're going to pull it up. I think I got to go to the big screen to pull it up, because I don't think it's in the little slides. Yeah, I don't think it's on the little slides. So, y'all look at the top. Y'all see that book? And that's not his first book. But y'all see when he came out with this book? Yeah, bro. Look at when he came out with this book. He came out with the book at 1926. He came out with the book after his brother died, because he knew his brother wasn't going to approve of this book. Because his brother came out with Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man. He was giving everybody the jewels to the game. So then he wrote this fictitious book after his brother died so he could gain popularity, because he was working with the Theosophical Society and Charles Darwin. And these are the people that are getting the information from them are telling us, they're sitting there telling us that we are using the European information, and they're getting their information from the European. I don't understand it. How you do that? How did you do that? How did you do that? It's strange to me, right? So now I want to deal with, I think it's on here. Let me pull it up. Now, I don't know if y'all can read that. So if you guys can't read it, just take a screenshot and then drag that shit to Google so y'all won't think that I'm making this up. I just want to read the highlighted area. Although archaeological evidence and remains of pre-human Homo erectus are known from Eurasia, Africa, and Asia, none have been verified in the Americas. This may be due in part because specific searches. Hold on, I lost my spot. Specific, or however you say that word. Searches for such evidence are few in America. Nevertheless, recent findings are revealing the possible existence of tools and other artifacts left by Homo erectus in one site in San Bernardino County, California. So they're saying that they might find some traces of evidence of tools of Homo erectus. But they ain't found no skeletal remains of Homo erectus being in America. So how is the Americas the home of human civilization? Oh. And then you get people They'll be like, oh, don't listen to him because he's not giving you real information. That's the white man science. Bro, everything that you're talking about is white man science, whether you choose to believe it or not. Every article that you're pulling up, every website that you're going to look at the information to try to prove your point, that's coming from somebody that their skin is less melanated than yours. But you get mad when I debunk you with the same people's information that you're using that don't fit your narrative, and then you say, I'm using the white man science. Like, you're not using the same white man science to try to prove your point that human civilization was created and developed, a high advanced civilization in the Americas. Y'all have got to stop. You got to stop it. They ain't found Homo erectus over here. Not only that, I'm not freezing anybody's name. It's that Godly dude. I don't know how he spelled the last part of his name. His name is Godly. My first time talking to this man, that was my second time talking to this man, was on Black First. It was on Black First, the FBA cat, on his live. And that man, Godly, said that he was going to go get his big homie to bring the evidence that human civilization started over in the Americas. And we still to this day are waiting for him and his big homie to pull up with the information, and he never pulled up. So I told him, just like the Black First did, that you just made up an imaginary big homie because you never brought us the information. That's all I'm saying. I told him. And then he tried to tell me, oh, well, we got civilizations over here in America go past 200,000 years. You gonna get him all you want. He gonna say nonsense. He's gonna say nonsense. But remember, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is what the man told me. Was it yesterday? No, it was Thursday night. He said that the Earth Speaks told him not to mess with us because we're spreading false information. Now, all of y'all know I got a YouTube channel. And y'all know I got 3 videos up dealing with the false information from the Earth Speaks. When this man is clearly giving you false information. I never told any one of y'all to don't mess with the Earth Speaks. I've never told y'all not to go over there and mess with the Earth Speaks. I tell y'all, go over there, and every time he puts something on the screen, like I put something on the screen save it, and then take the image to Google Photos and make sure that he's giving y'all right information. Because nobody that comes on TikTok and give y'all information is going to be 100% accurate. That's not going to happen. But you can get between 80 to 95%. You can give 80 to 95% help. Some people that are actually in the field, they can give you 99.999999% of true information. And then they might put some of their personal beliefs in there because a lot of people do that. But still, at the same time, I told this man, show me. I told the Earth Speaks, show me human civilization in America that's going over 200,000 years. And I have yet to got the information. You know where they're getting their information from? The people that I just showed y'all. I don't have to make it up. Oh, in Kincaid, I ain't dealt with him yet. I don't know what the timeline is, but still, he got to show me. If you're gonna say the information is not credible, right? Then you have to show me the model that you're using to debunk the model that they're using to say that human civilization didn't evolve over here. Thank you, Tristan. My homies is in the chat. My day ones is in the chat. Y'all don't know what it's like when your day ones is in the chat. This is what I'm saying to y'all. The Earth Speaks could be right. But you got to show me a model, bro. Now, I'm not saying every single thing that come out of his mouth is wrong. Because he got some good information over there. But then he give you some false. He mixes a lot of truth in with fallacies that are not real. Because he's making it up. When this man tells you human civilization started in America, and you ask him how, he goes to food. Yeah, I got BP up here too. I just ain't pulled it up yet. You can't say, well, you see the influx of food coming from America into Africa, so that's how we know that human civilization started. No, you can't do that. You cannot say just because over here in America you got a plethora of crops, and then it migrated over there to Africa, so we know that human civilization started over here. Bro, you dealing with food? You dealing with food. These people already told you that there was an ice age over here. And before the ice age, they find little to no evidence of human life. They just recently found a jawbone, and before that jawbone, it was footprint. Not a skeleton, not a skeletal remain, a fossil, none of that. It was just footprints that date to 23,000 years. That's it. So when you say, oh, well, we know that all of the continents was frozen over except for America, so that's how we know that human civilization. Well, now you got to show me when all of these places was frozen over, you got human civilization over here. You got life over here in the Americas, and you don't have life over there nowhere else. Now you got to show me the migration pattern. You got to show me where'd they go. Because the oldest places that you find structural tools made by what is the name? It was just on the tip of my tongue. By I don't forgot the name. I don't forgot the name of it. But not even modern humans. We're not even talking modern humans. We're talking the evolution into Homo sapiens sapien. You got Homo heidelbergensis, Homo edabilis. I think that's what it's called. Let me look it up because I don't want to just be talking. Hold on. Yeah, I just want the people. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, okay, I was right. Homo habilis. I said it wrong. Then you got. Oh, come on, get out of this. What the hell? I don't want to subscribe. You got Homo rhodolphinensis. Then you got Homo erectus. That was in Kenya. A lot of this Homo habilis, Homo rhodo. I don't even know how to say it. Rhodolphinensis. All of this stuff was found in Africa. In Asia. So you have to show me those over here, and you got to show me the migration pattern over into the Eastern civilization. If we started in the Western civilization, you can't say, well, they lied to us. All of that stuff's here first. America's really Africa. No, you got to show me the model then. And you got to show me, after you show me the model, you got to show me the people who are crediting this as factual sources. Like the people that's in the field, the anthropologists, the archaeologists. You got to show me that. I can't just take you at word of mouth. Yeah, y'all see what I'm saying? So now, I'm going to see if I can pull it up so y'all can see It just went to something I was not trying to get it to go to. Hold on. Oh. Now I'm gonna move it so y'all can see it. Well, y'all can't really see it, so I'm gonna read it to y'all when I go to my screen. Let me move out of the way. It says the following are the stages of human evolution. You get Dryptotheacus. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Then you got Rampapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo erectus. Then you get Homo sapien Neanderthalensis. Then you get Homo sapien sapien. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that. If I blow it up, y'all probably won't even be able to see that. Okay, y'all, so you can see him. Y'all see him? So what they talking about? If human civilization started over here in America, you're going to see these over here. You don't. You get tools that they say come from Homo erectus, but they haven't found no Homo erectus skeleton over here. So that means now you got to play with Homo sapien Neanderthalis. And the people that are telling you guys that human civilization started in America are the same people telling you that they don't have Neanderthal genetics. That's what they're telling you. But when you go and do your homework and you look up Homo sapien Neanderthalensis, you're going to see... Tristan, stop. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to see Homo sapien Neanderthalis over here and Homo sapien sapien. Matter of fact, I don't even think you see Homo sapien Neanderthalis. I think you just see Homo sapien sapien. I don't think they found no Homo sapien Neanderthalis bone over here. So you guys can look into that. So what these people talking about? Now I'm gonna see. Thank Tristan, cause Tristan know her shit. I'm gonna see if I can pull up this this Kincaid shit, so I can deal with him. Now, see, that's dealing with cocaine. I don't want to deal with the cocaine. I don't want to deal with the Egyptian dog right now. That new science. I don't want to deal with new science. Hell, I gotta find him. I don't think I got him on here, y'all. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can put this image on. Back out and go. So y'all can see this. Y'all see this, right? Church Ward's writings are used as a source for the following books and video games. You guys ready? Lemuria and the Atlantis, Studying the Past to Survive the Future by Shirley Andrews. Lost Cities of China, Central Asia, and India by David Hitcher Childress. Lost Cities of Atlantis, Ancient Europe and the Mediterranean by David Hatcher Childress. Timeless Earth by Peter Colosmo. The Christ Conspiracy, the greatest story ever sold by Atreya S. For all of you guys that don't know, Atreya S. also goes by D.M. Murdoch. She got cancer and I think she died in 2015, between 2012 and 2015, somewhere in there. Now, to this day, you have biblical scholars, they still use her work. So she doesn't write science fiction. But when you go and you look at her work, she's telling you guys about the Lemuria, because the Lemuria and Atlantis, the church word writings, and the Theosophical Society, they use the emerald tablets, right? They use the emerald tablets. They use the Atrahasis. They use the what the fuck is the name? The Enuma Elish. So in her books, she's telling you about that stuff. But her books are not science fiction. Now, I don't know about these other people. So we're going to go to her other book, Sons of God, Krishna, Buddha, and Christ. And then what is that? What is that? Mu, a comic book from the Creto Maltese series by Hugo Pratt. I don't know who Hugo Pratt is. The Fantastical Floating Continent of Zeal from the Chrono Trigger Super NES video game. So they're using a lot of his work and crazy stuff. Now I know Atreya, she mentions him in some of her work, but she's a credible biblical scholar. So now, I don't know if I got this up, so let me look for it. It's I'm looking for Gordon Stein. I was looking at it the whole time. So I gotta switch it. So this is what I'm talking about. Gordon Stein in Encyclopedia of Hoaxes, 1993, has noted that Church Ward's claims have no scientific basis. According to Stein, it is difficult to assess whether Church Ward really believed what he said about Mu or whether he was knowingly writing fiction. Brian M. Fagan has written that Church Ward's evidence for Mu was made from personal testimonies, false translations, notably of tablets from where? Mesoamerica. Oh! Surprises reconstruction from archaeological and artist remains. Although it has attracted some following, it has never received scholarly or scientific support. So these people are using this information and they're bringing it to you guys like it's credible, and it's not. And then they say we're using the white man's science when they're using the white man's science and they don't know where they got it from because they don't like to study. They don't like to study, yo. At all. So now, since I did that, I'm trying to find this King K stuff before because I got it in here. I just don't know where it's at. Let me look. Just give me about 30 seconds. This is dealing with the cocaine, the dog. We just dealt with that. That's more of the whatchamacallit. I mean, you got more people that are there are scientists, there are archaeologists and geologists that are basically debunking this whole James Church Ward. You ask Earth Speaks if he would study with me for a week. Well, he's not going to study because a lot of people, they like to feel good. They like to listen to stuff that make them feel good, and it's not scholarly work. It's just stuff that people throw together. The Earth Speaks can talk to you, and he can put a good sense together and make it believable. That don't mean it's real. I'm not even doing that. I can't talk educated like that at all. I can't talk educated like that at all. He know how to talk. He good with words. If you took him and you took Tristan and they had to go on a platform and they had to show their work with evidence using the method that we all use for a debate, there's no way that man's going to come out alive. Because remember, when you agree to a debate, that means now we got to promote the debate. When you promote the debate, you're going to be like, okay, we're going to promote it. These are what we're going to talk about. So now, since we both know what we're going to talk about, he's going to come with this. And since he's coming with that, I have to come with evidence to refute everything that he's coming with, all his talking points, and put it on the screen. So when you promote the debate, the debate could be leading up to a month or 2 months, from like 2 weeks up to 2 or 3 months, right? But if it takes like 3 months, a lot of times the people are gonna lose interest. So you can go from 2 weeks to 2 months. That's how long you can promote a debate. So he's gonna have to, and now people are going, what he say? He blocked me for mentioning one of his fake scholars. I don't know what scholars he bring up because he never talk about them. So when you push, what she say, it's apparent no one knows the difference between Greeks. I know the difference between the Greeks, but he's right. You have black Greeks, but he's making it seem like the whole civilization of Greeks were black, and that is false. That's false. All the Greeks weren't black. But he's telling you all the Greeks were black. Look, you see these white busts? Oh, no, they're fake. You got to look at these. No, it was a mixed culture. When the Greeks took over stuff, because remember, at one point, where's Greece at? Does anybody know where Greece is at? I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just see if anybody in the comment section know where Greece is. Stupid, they're not stupid. Yeah, you're right. In Europe, right? Moors were Greek, indigenous African dinosaurs. Stop. But like, I'm not even trying to get on. He got some good information. I think the way he teaches it needs to be like worked on. But hey, he can say the same about me. It's cool, but that's how you do. My thing is, we accept that most of Egypt's history was mixed? Yes, I say that all the time. Egypt was a mixed culture. Everybody should know this. Everybody should know this, but he's trying to make it seem like the Greeks were black. the Romans were just straight black. Like, the Spartans were all black. You can't do that, bro. You can't say that. He's showing people coins and busts of black Greeks, but you're not showing the white coins and the white bust of the Greeks. Come on, bro. You got to stop that. Yeah, we've been saying it for years. Egypt was a mixed culture, mixed multitude of people. Stupid. I'm trying to find this Kincaid stuff for y'all. I could have swore I put it on my phone. It should have been some of the first stuff I put on here. I mean, the last stuff that I put on here. Because I was going in on that. Okay, I got it. Oh, stop. Let me see if I can find it on here, though. I got one of them. So now I got to try to find that on my phone so I can read it. What am I looking for? The first. Let me go down to this and see. Okay, this is Mr. Kincaid's report. Mr. Kincaid was the first white child born in Idaho and has been explorer and a hunter all his life, 30 years having been in the service of the Smithsonian Institute. Now listen, the Smithsonian Institute, they don't have any records. What the hell just happened? They don't have, hold on, Buck, they don't have any records of this man ever. They don't even know what this man's name really was. So, even briefly recounted his history sounds fabulous. Almost, I don't know that word. I'm not even gonna play around with it. First, I would impress that the cavern is nearly inaccessible. The entrance is 1,486 feet down. The sheer canyon wall. It is located on government land, and no visitors will be allowed there under penalty of trespass. So, if nobody can be allowed there under penalty of trespass, how he get there? Right? The science wished to work unmolested without fear of archaeological discovery being distributed by Kokoro or relic hunters. A trip there would be fruitless and the visitors would be sent on his way. The story of how I found the cavern has been related, but in the paragraph, hold on, my phone cut out. I was journeying down the Colorado River in a boat alone. He ain't even got no witnesses. He was in a boat by himself. Stop. You was in a river by yourself, bro. Come on. I want to find the other. Is this it? No, that ain't it. Me. Be it. No. This is it. So, oh, what the fuck just happened? It kicked me out. Hold on. Okay, I got it. It says, looking for minerals some 42 miles up the river from El Tabercristo Canyon. I saw on the east wall stains in the sedimentary formation about 2,000 feet above the riverbed. There was no trail to this point, but I finally reached it with great difficulty. See how he just saying stuff. So he said, let me go back. He reached with great difficulty above a shelf which hid it from view from the river was the mouth of the cave. There are steps leading from this entrance some 30 yards to what was at that time the cavern was inhabited, the level of river. When I saw the chisel marks on the wall aside the entrance, I became interested, securing my gun and went in. During the trip, I went back several hundred feet along the main passage till I came up to the crypt in which I discovered the mummies. One of these I stood up, and now again, he said he found the mummy, and then he said he stood it up, and he went back several hundred feet along the main passage till he came to a crypt which he discovered the mummy, right? And then he says, one of these I stood up, photographed by flashlight, and I gathered a number of relics which I carried down the Colorado to Yuma. From hence I shipped them to Washington with detail of the discovery. Following this, the exploration. Now, y'all can't see me. I gotta turn this light on. All right, can y'all? Yeah, y'all can see me. So now remember, he said he shipped it. Let me go back. He shipped it to Washington with details of the discovery. Now listen, when you're shipping anything, just like I showed y'all with the Penn Museum, when they were shipping the Sphinx over there to Philadelphia, you have to have recordation of some type of receipt. If you don't have a receipt, he shipped it. So now he has to get a cargo container receipt, and they're going to give him an invoice, like an invoice receipt. And then they're going to give him the cargo number of where they put his shipment. Where's that at? Where is it at? I'm going to see if I can find this other one so I can read it to y'all also. I got it. So I got to move that down so y'all can see. It says, was the Oriental origin possible from Egypt, tracing back to Ramses? This is why, listen closely. This is why the Earth Speaks says that they found Ramses' tomb over here. And they found his bust over here. Because Kincaid is saying it. He says, was of Oriental origin, possibly from Egypt, tracing back to Ramses. How does he know that? He never studied nothing about Egypt. Ramses is the first person that came to his mind because it's in the Bible. If their theories are borne out by the translation of the tablets engraved with hieroglyphics, the mystery of the prehistoric people of North America, their ancient arts, who they were, and hence, damn it, phone, where hence they came, will be solved. Egypt in the Nile and Arizona in the Colorado will be linked by a historical chain running back to ages which staggers the wildest fancy of the fictionist. Now, I want y'all to remember what he just said. Now, I don't know if Kincaid is saying this or somebody else is saying it. But what they're saying, it says that the mystery of the prehistoric people of North America, their ancient arts, who they were and hence they come, will be solved. Egypt in the Nile, in Arizona in the Colorado will be linked by a historical chain running back ages. See, they left that whole part out. They just, we're not gonna talk about Egypt. We're just gonna stick to Arizona and Colorado. See, it said that they're linking the two. So now we're gonna read the bottom part where it says through examination, a thorough examination. That's where I'm at now. Under the direction of Professor S.A. Jordan, the Smithsonian Institution is now prosecuting the most thought exploration, which will be continued until the last link in the chain is forged. Nearly a mile underground, about 1,480 feet below the surface, a long main passage has been developed into find another mammoth chamber from which radiates scores of passageways. Okay, so now let me see if I can pull. Now I'm just giving y'all an I hit the wrong shit. This is just an overview of what. We're gonna go back to this photo. That ain't it. Now, this is what I want y'all to do. Let me pull it up on my screen. Hold on, I gotta find it. Let me find it on my phone. Got it. Okay, so now it says Arizona Gazette April 5, I don't even know how to say that Gazette word. Explorations in Grand Canyon and its mysteries of immense high cavern being brought to light. So y'all can just screenshot this and take it to Google Photos. Oh. I'm trying to find the one. This is the one I need. So I'm going to see if I can pull this up. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that. But it says in April of 1909, the Arizona whatever published a mildly assuming hoax about a Tibetan-style underground civilization found in the Grand Canyon, much like dozens of other hoaxes of its area, such as the 1885 Moberly, Missouri Lost City hoax. The characters in the story never existed, and there is no evidence whatsoever that the cave in question ever existed. Nevertheless, thanks to David Childress' misunderstanding the article as referencing Egyptian rather than Tibetan, the subhead even reads, Orient. The hoax continues to live on as a staple. Hold on, my phone just fucked up. A staple of fringe history. I wrote about the hoax in my first ever piece, the original online skeptical reporting back in 2002, that the article was cited in Ken Fedger's Encyclopedia of Dubious Archaeology. Below is a full text of original newspaper hoax predated by an article from the same paper 1 month earlier that seems to have inspired the hoax or was designed to set the stage for it. It was a hoax. It was a hoax, yo. If you guys go look, let me go back so y'all won't think I'm lying. Back to this picture right here. Let me get that off my screen. Screenshot this picture. Take it to Google Photos. And it's going to bring you all the information that I was just telling you about. The only reason why I can't keep pulling this up, thanks Child of the Sun, that's my boy right there. Child of the Sun, he'll tell you, just pull it up. Screenshot this, take it to Google Photos. And it's going to tell you that it was a hoax. Tell me what King K, is King K his first name, his middle name, or his last name? Nobody knows because they made this stuff up. Like I told y'all months ago, you had people, newspapers, that were competing with other newspapers, and they wanted to be the best of the best of the best because a lot of newspaper people, they were going out of business because the big newspapers companies were taking over. So they started coming out with extravagant headlines to catch your attention. That's what they did. They did that. So they kept putting out stuff to grab your attention span so you can go and buy more newspapers. Just like one of them had this tall giant. And when they went to look at the tall giant, it's like they mixed like elephant bones. One of them they found a fairy, The other one they found, it was supposed to be a new species of human. And what they did was they took, I think it was a human skull and a gorilla jawbone, and they put it together. The other one, it was like a piece of an aircraft, and they tried to make it seem like the part of that aircraft was a spaceship. They were doing this stuff to sell. The tabloids. Those newspapers back then was doing the same thing that the tabloids do now. When you grab that one magazine and it's dealing with like, oh look, they found the alien coming out of the sewer. That, when you go into Walmart, you'll see the section where they got magazines. And you always got that alien magazine. That's what these people were doing at the time. But people ran with the story. And the people who were promoting the story was the Theosophical Society. Ron L. Hubbard, Albert Pike, Madame Blavatsky. Oh, Aleister Crowley. Who was the other one? It's one more that I'm missing. There's one more name that I'm missing. Oh, I forgot his name.
Many years.
I don't forgot his name. It ain't popping up. Well, it don't matter. Because I gave you the game. I gave you the jewels. If you don't believe me, screenshot this and go look it up. Just screenshot it. It was fake, yo. It was all fake. But you know who's running with it? The indigenous black community are running with this information. Now, mind you, I don't have no problem with the indigenous black community. They got a problem with me. Because we be up here talking good stuff about Jesus and all this, going to look into the information. They come up here, we're not from Africa. We wasn't even talking about that. Or we up here talking about African stuff, and they come up here, we're not from Africa. And then when you start hitting them in the chin, they're like, oh, well, I'm just talking about my lineage and how I can trace my family. That ain't what you said when you first got up here. That's not what you said when you first got up here. You were speaking for all the black people in America. Now you want to speak for yourself because we done chin-checked you on the information you brought to the table. Are you serious? You can't do that with me. You cannot do that with me. I'm not the most, elegant, exquisite speaker, talker, lecturer, whatever you want to call me. I'm hood. I got a hood education. So I'm going to bring it to you the best way. It'd be different if I grew up studying. Mo grew up hood. Mo studied. I didn't get to study like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give most parents credit because that boy he was reading shit. I was outside playing basketball from sun up to sundown. If I would have known, if I could go back and do it all over again, I'd be hitting the book. Yeah, bro, they not ready. We can play whatever they want. Whatever they want. It's the reason why their big homie, the Earth Speaks, told them not to come over here and mess with me. Because they can't mess with the information. I'm still waiting on that godly dude to bring his big homie. That swears up and down he can trace an ancient civilization here in America past 200,000 years. Where you at, bro? Bring your big homie. They got all this information from the Theosophical Society. Ron L. Hubbard, Albert Pike, Aleister Crowley, Madame Blavatsky, Noble Drew Ali, who studied under them. Why he studied under them? Because he studied under the people that were part of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was over there on some colonial shit. Look into the Ottoman Empire. Who was over there ruling India? Don't worry, I'll wait. Noble Drew Ali fooled y'all. He tricked y'all. It's cool. I understand. He did what he wanted to do. Okay? Y'all were looking to the language. Oh, the Circle 7. Why is he calling it the Circle 7 Quran? Because you got the 7 root races. You got the 7 root right. Who just texted me? This, if y'all, whenever y'all see that godly dude, I don't forgot the last part of his name. Just ask him, hey man, where your big homie? You said you was gonna bring out your big homie. You never brought out your big homie. He was supposed to bring his big homie to give me that work so I can get it on the chin. He never brought dude. He goes into everybody's lives with the same stuff. We not Africans. It's like he got some deep type of misconstrued hatred for African people. Like, bro, we don't look like them. No, nigga, because you got 13% DNA. Why you got 13% European DNA swimming around in your genetics? Why are you gonna look like them? Oh well, the only people that don't have Neanderthal DNA is black people. No. Go to the quote. The quote says that African people, majority of the African people don't have any traces of Neanderthal DNA. That's what the quote is. I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's what the quote says. And then they take that and they think, oh, he's talking about black people. No, remember, you're not African. So it don't pertain to you. You're black, you're indigenous into this land. And your people was warring with the so-called people that you said invaded your land. So you don't think that y'all was mixing with these people? Come on now. Come on now. They just be tripping, bro. The Chinese people chased the Y chromosome back, and it led them back to Africa. Are you serious? I'm gonna see if I can pull up this other thing so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking. Not what I just said. Yeah, this is dealing with that cocaine stuff. They not ready for that. What up, energy? I didn't even see you in here. And she broke the lid off that whole Penn museum. She broke the lid off of it. She went there, live streamed it, so we all could see the information. She even talked to the people that was there, and they said it was moved from Africa over to the museum. They didn't find it in Memphis, Tennessee. Even when you go to the plaque that's on the back of the statue, it tells you where they found it at. So now you need people like that on your team. We a big ass family over here. We shouldn't even be calling it a team. We just call it the big ass family. So what are you talking about? You want to use migrational food as a primary source of human civilization? So now you got to give me the articles that are saying that, oh, these plants were over here in America and then they migrated to Africa. And at the end of them talking about that, then it should say, well, you can see right here where you had a boom in migration of humans from America into Africa, and this is the reason why the Americas was populated before the African civilizations came into existence. But we don't see that. We go to Europe, Asia, we can go to Africa, and all we see is ancient tools built. We can go to 50,000, we can go to 55 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90, 100, 150, 175 to 200, and now you go up to 300,000. They got a calendar in Africa, 300,000. 300,000 years old. So you got to show me that here in America. If you're not showing me nothing like that over here in America, then you just talking, bro. I showed that on my last live. Matter of fact, you guys can go, because I got part 1 and part 2 up. It's called Greeks Are Not Nubians, dealing with misinformation from the Earth Speaks. Just go look at it. Part 1 and part 2 is up right now. Matter of fact, when I put part 1 up, when I put part 1 up, in less than 3 hours, they have 14 views. Now, let's see how many views the second part got right now. This nigga tripping. Hold on, I don't know what happened. Yes, continue. What the fuck? I don't know what happened. Okay, it got 23 views now. Yeah, it's on YouTube. So the first part, it got 20 views in 20 hours. The second part got 4 views in 6. The part 1 is 47 minutes, and part 2 is 53 minutes. So y'all tell me, am I making it up? But look, Ty is in the comment section, and he'll tell you that majority of the people that are pushing this information got it from the Theosophical Society. Tristan's here too. Tristan know more about this stuff than I do. This is where they get the stuff, Kincaid. Kincaid comes from that. This is just a fact. Go look into it. If you guys, is his name up here? No, it ain't up here. I want his name up here so y'all can take his name. At the top. All right, y'all see his name? Screenshot that and take it to Google Photos. G.E. Kincaid. And some articles, they don't even say G.E. because they don't know if that was his first name, his middle name, or his last name. I'm just keeping it real. Look it up. Okay, well, if anybody want to come up, y'all can come up. I ain't even seen my boy Venna on here. Venna might be at work. There go my boy Patal.
What's good, bro?
What up?
You acting all cool about it. Do you know that hurts when you do this stuff to them? This stuff hurts.
I mean, it's the truth. How it hurt?
That's because they believers, man. Oh shit!
None of the stuff I put on the screen should hurt any one of them.
Word up. That shit is crazy, yo. And look, and I even got something for, because it come through the Theosophical Society as well. It's called ontology. I was just telling Child of the Sun about that. When we dig off into that, we're going to see where all this spooky stuff come from. Everybody with all this spookiness they're dealing with. Well, we're going to show you the school of thought. That's what it's called. These are all just schools of thought. That's all they are. And who was good at putting their Esquire or whatever kind of... Remember the magazines from back in the days you was just talking about? The Esquire, They saw the Loch Ness Monster and all that. That's all it is, man. Word up. That's all it is. And like you said, there's plenty of articles about them putting all kind of different animals together, talking about they got a giant, they got a jawbone, but then they show the jawbone and then they show the skull and they got a flat to it. That ain't no human skull. That's a gorilla or something. Are y'all serious? Like we can't see? It's just that they was good at pushing their work. They won. Right. What you call them? Herman Munster, Frankenstein ass people that they be finding. That's
Yeah,
just crazy. But I'm glad you know what I mean, put that together for them because but it ain't like you ain't do it before. It ain't like you ain't do it
right,
before.
right.
It's the truth. All right. I just wanted to come in and congratulate you on that because there's no contesting it. The most people gonna do is have an arguing point, and we hear you, but you know, let's get with your doctrine. Let's get to what the papers say. And if we got to do further studies from there, cool. But if we going off of scholarship, let's just use scholarship.
They can't.
Right. And that's what we mean when we saying that even Noble Drew Ali, Dr. York, they're all plagiarizers. They used other people's stuff, didn't pay homage to them, and they used it in their own ways. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm talking about. That forehead that they be putting on there with the human jaw. We found out that y'all be having hoaxes. You can't get around it no more.
Look, this is what it says. Let me go to it. It says, although archaeological evidence and remains of pre-human Homo erectus are known from Eurasia, Africa, and Asia, none has been verified in the Americas.
At all.
This is before Homo sapien. This is before a Homo sapien, Homo sapien Neanderthalis. So what they talking about?
And you can't find none of that over here.
None of that. And it don't say North America. It don't say South America. It says the Americas.
And then they be like, so show me somebody old as that in Africa. Man, we can show you artifacts 300,000.
We did it. We did it on the last live.
Right.
Y'all not ready, man. That's what I'm saying. If you line up the people, because majority of this stuff is coming from the indigenous people. If you line them up outside this, and you got to take it to the stage. We ain't even got to go to YouTube. We can go inside of a building. We put the projector up, and everybody got to show their sources. You can't just make up. Oh, well, I got this out of a Morris book. No, we got to be coming from somebody that's in the study. We can go to other people that's in the field of study and debunk everything that they coming with.
Right. They'll try to tell you about a severe bay and all of them. You know how many times them dudes been wiped the floor with a severe bay? That's light work.
I'm the source. No, that's not how a debate works. You can't come to a debate with people who are in the field of study and be like, well, you know what? I'm the source. That might work on your own personal platform, but you agreed to the terms of the debate. The terms of the debate will show your credible sources, not what you want it to be. You got to show us the credible source.
They don't realize they sound biblical. They sound biblical when you ask them their source. They say the Bible. Well, you saying you're your source. You sound like the dudes with the Bible. Sound just like them. You can't bring creditable documents.
I think I'm gonna have to go hard on the religious people again. I'm trying not to, because A-Train said some stuff that I didn't like.
Well, that's why I'm working on that.
People. Now, mind you, me and Buck, we got our differences because he want to be religious, so I'm gonna smash his ass too. But he was like, he not finna be sending people Buck's way because he don't trust what Buck is saying because he said something he didn't like about sending people his way, and he want people to subscribe. If he don't want people like me in his comment section when he goes live, and he's doing
that's how you do it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's put there for. That's how you protect your chat.
So to me, it boils down to this: you don't want the young dude that somehow found religion through some like trial and tribulation that he was going through. Hardship in his life. He found religion. Now you don't want to send people his way. A-Train, get
That's
out of the
deep.
way, bro. You my boy, but get out of the way.
Yeah, that's
Get out
hate.
of the way. Your time is over with. It's a dead end. You 50-something years old, bro. You're not finna catch the minds of the youth. I'm sorry. That's Buck's job. If Buck want to be, what I don't agree with, if he want to be religious, let him be religious. He gonna catch the mind of the youth, especially people that's his age and younger.
Right.
A-Train, Nitty, Angel, none of y'all are about to take the minds of the youth. They're not coming to y'all platforms talking to y'all on a massive scale. I'm sorry, that ain't about to happen. A-Train's platform is just like my platform. He got the usual suspects, but don't never get the usual suspects at all.
Nope.
So instead of you disagreeing with what he's saying, go over there and help him. When he go live, you go over there and help him. Send people his way. You might not be the right person to teach this man how to do it. Somebody else can teach him how to do it.
You know what? That's why we say the difference between gangsters and bosses and stuff like that, especially on the street level. They don't want to be seen. You know, he still want the stage. You got to move out the way and let the young. It's a young man, young woman world. You got to move out the way. The youth got to be able to rock. Most you can do is make some information preview to them. That's it. You can't control their mind.
Yep.
And if it sounds like you talking mumbo jumbo, they ain't dealing with you. They're gonna go back to their youthfulness.
Yep.
It just is what it is.
Now let's say, like the stuff that I teach. Let's say Joel was teaching the same stuff that I taught. Like he broke down religion and he went into this Egypt and America stuff. He's gonna have more people that are going to pay attention to the stuff that he's saying because he's younger than me. So he has an attractive audience. You see what I'm saying? And then the stuff that he doesn't know, he gonna hit me up, or he gonna hit somebody up like me, not just me. He gonna hit somebody up like me, and then they gonna go over the information so he can prepare his TikTok when he goes live. He can show the same stuff that I'm showing.
See,
So
that's what I mean by hate. That's what I mean by hate.
That's what I'm saying.
It ain't even
You
a
know how
real.
many times me and Mo been on the phone, like we wish other people that do the stuff we do would go live, and then it started happening. Joe went live and I was happy as shit. I was like, finally, somebody else is going live. And he was killing it. He was killing it. He was lining them up back to back. And he let them talk. And then when it's his turn to talk, he pulled up the source. He went chapter, verse for verse for verse. He was doing the same thing Buck was doing. And they came back out of it. You got to sit there and you got to eat the Jesus sandwich. Because he's killing you on your own doctrine. And he don't even believe in it. So you mean to tell me the young cat, he had over 200, when I was watching, he had over 200. One day he had over 300. Then the other day it was like 6-something.
Yep, 6-something. I was in that shit.
So now he's pulling numbers like that. And y'all religious. A lot of religious people on this app, they're not pulling numbers like that.
Right.
They're not pulling up over 500 on a live. They're not. I'm sorry, y'all not pulling numbers like that. Unless y'all one of them big wig pastors, y'all low level pastors, bro. I'm sorry. We dealing with the minds of the youth. The minds of the youth don't want to hear old people like me talk. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Buck can reach way more people with the masses of his platform than A-Train, Nitty, and Angel can.
Look, do you know how happy I was?
Bro, they stuck in their ways. When you hit them with new information, they still try to spin the shit. Go ahead.
You know how happy I was when Joe went live and was able to do that shit? You know, because you ain't have to have a lot of conversations with him. He's literate. His literacy level is crazy. I have a few conversations with him on Live House. He said, yo, Suitin got me doing this. I'm like, go ahead. Then he go up there and rock that shit, yo. He don't mind asking questions. Why would I get in his way? Why would I do that? Why would I go up there and try to take his platform from him? That don't make no sense. Why we can't be the help sometime? Everybody gotta just want to ride on the horse. They can't be in the carriage.
Nope.
Shit crazy.
I would love for the youth. If I saw like Murph, if Murph was pulling the stuff like I was pulling, I'm stepping out of the way, bro.
That's right. That's why I tell people I'd rather give the information and somebody go do what they got to do with it. You know what I mean? Go get up there and do you. It don't make no difference if I get up there. You the youth, you do it and watch the return. You go do it.
If I saw somebody on this app going just as hard as I go, dealing with the information that's debunking the indigenous black people when they say strange stuff, I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna fall back. Y'all
Yeah,
don't
but we
need me on
taught
this
that
app. Y'all don't need me on this app doing this no more. I'm gonna tell y'all go follow him. He doing it.
You taught that though. They're not
Yeah,
taught
I'm waiting on Jay to go live to do his thing.
that. That's when people ask me why I don't go live. I say, man, everybody don't want to hear what I want to say. Everybody don't want to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather help. Go give some help.
And
And look,
a lot of times people watch you from the outside. They don't come into the live. They just watch. They scroll up and see you and they watch from the back.
mm-hmm.
You know how many people when I first was putting Egypt in America, they showed up and they come with the same talking points. Kincaid, Memphis, Tennessee, the pyramid in Alabama. They're talking about some Bass Pro Shop pyramid. I saw that shit today. You got people that live in Memphis and y'all talking about a Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Look, me
You
and
got
my wife did that shit like 3:00 in the morning. We ran through all of that shit real quick. No lie, it was so quick. Just ran right through the shit. This like 3:00 in the morning yesterday, yo. 3:00 this morning, we just ran through it. Like the jargon that they keep talking. Let's go through it real quick. Just bust it all down, and you know what we end up with? Ontology. Wait till we dig into that ontology. Y'all gonna be like, what the hell is this?
they just say strange stuff, bro. Like for real, like they be like, oh, trust me, everything I'm saying is facts. Everything that come out of my mouth, look, everything that come out of my mouth is not a fact. I have to pull this shit up so I can read it to y'all. Because if I start freestyling it, I might fuck it up. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta read it line for line, bar for bar. This ain't a freestyle battle. I gotta go on my phone and pull the information up.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with going to get the information. Nothing wrong with it.
And even while I'm giving y'all slide after slide, again, the information is going to be between 85 to 95% accurate.
And
Look, even this, I read y'all this earlier. It said that they found traces of tools that could come from these people. I read y'all that. But they have no evidence of no skeletal remains. So they don't know if they brought them over here or somebody that came after them, like Homo sapien Neanderthalis, brought them over here.
look, they don't get like we done did this whole shit. Me and my wife even did the so-called Cleopatra's Needle in Central Park. We can tell you who brought that over here, when they brought it over, what bridge
I
did
ain't hear about that shit.
do it. Fuck out of here.
They not ready, man. They not ready.
And I kid you not, we was doing this shit 3 in the morning. I finished at 6. My wife had left me about an hour earlier than that. We was doing that shit till 3 in the morning, man. Just every time you look up something, it's a fucking hoax, a lie.
Yes.
This
And they
group.
think that shit is real, bro. It's real. Trust me, facts. It's facts. It's facts. Found the Egyptian mummies here in America. So then we're like, oh, where we go look at that? Then you give me, that's what the Ghali do. He gave me like 6 states. And then I went, he told me to go to the website. I went to the website. It said, native mummies found in America. It didn't say shit about Egyptians. Bro, you made that up. You saw something that they're not going to tell you that we're Egyptian. No, you're trying to make it be Egyptian because you want Egypt to start over here in America. That ain't how life works, bro. Just making up stuff. You can't just make it up. Oh, well, we got 9 genome sequence, and then the black people here in America, they got 15 genome. Where do you get this information from, bro? Show me. Give me the page of where you want to call the Human Genome Project, where it says that black people in America got a 15 human genome sequence. Give me it. Me, Mo, and Sleepy, we spent like 4, maybe 5 hours going page after page after page after page after page after page. Y'all don't know how much information comes with the Human Genome Project.
You know where he get it from? The 15 is Carl von Linnaeus. He was doing these practices on the sisters. That's the one who made the gadget, the hold the womb open when they having the baby.
Yeah. See, I didn't know
He
that.
get that shit. That's Carl von Linnaeus garbage. He don't want to talk that 15 when the Genome Project don't say that.
No.
How you gonna say what the project say and don't use their words?
They go, I'm telling you, they do what they want. The Human Genome Project tells you can go to the top guide. They tell you that the Human Genome Project was based out of the Out of Africa theory. And it's not even Out of Africa theory no more. It's the Out of Africa model. Because this is the best model that they have to go with the data that shows human migrations and evolution.
And that's why they call it a model, because they have, with their evidence they're using is actual regalia, artifacts, things like that, pottery, all kind of stuff. Not no just, I'm thinking this is this, and from the universe told me this. Ain't none of that garbage.
Now, Matt Queen, I was supposed to watch that documentary today, and I didn't watch the documentary. I came up here to talk to y'all because the way I see it is, if that documentary is telling you about Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, right? You have to show me that historically, outside the Bible. Because I done already debunked the whole Noah story, because the Egyptian civilization, they existed before Noah even came on the scene. So that debunks the Noah story right there. The pyramids are older than the Noah story. So what are you talking about? The first rulers of Nubia in Egypt predate the Noah story. So how the Egyptians coming from Noah if they're older than the damn story?
Right.
Where's the legitimate claim at? Where's it at? If you go to the biblical timeline stretches to almost 6,000 years?
Yeah.
You got artifacts. You got ancient civilizations in Africa that predate everything in the Bible.
Right. And look, even when, remember we dealt with Ramesses being in the Bible and the word wasn't even deciphered yet, and they done crammed it in the Bible.
Right.
So we can prove that you cramming stuff, because the word wasn't even deciphered till the 1800s, but they got it in a 1611 Bible. How? Fucking word didn't even exist.
Yeah, see, I need somebody who got one of the original 1611 Bibles so I can see Ramses in there.
Yeah, they got it in there twice as a city, the city of Ramesses.
Yes, the lands of Ramses. Yeah.
Right. When you say that, the lands of Ramesses, that means you're talking about a person.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It don't. Champollion came on the scene. Yeah, Champollion and damn, it's another dude who translated some of the alphabet.
I forgot his name, but I know you're talking about.
He translated some of the alphabet and some of the words before Champollion did. I just keep forgetting his motherfucking name.
Mm-hmm. I'll get his name. It'll come to me. Imagine that. It'll come to me.
But still, like, how are you tracing? Where did they even get the word Ramses from? Because that's not his name.
Right. That's what I'm saying to you. So that's how we know it's a force fit, because the interpretation is not even
wrong.
Critiqued well.
The closest they can get is Ramesu.
Exactly. And when the Greeks do it, there's no vowels. So we can get Ramesses from Ramesu.
Right.
We know the word Ramesu because we see it. Ramesu Amen. Ramesu Ra Amen. We see that word Ramesu. We don't see Ramesses at all. You got
Ursa Ra Mentempem Ra.
Mentempem Ra.
Ursa Ra Mentempem Ra. Where is that at? Because that's one of his top names. Ramesu's like the lower name that like the commoners like, oh yeah, but Ramesu, yeah, that's the ruler.
He was running mail. He was carrying mail and shit. Every time you see him, he had a bag full of scrolls. Bag full of scrolls, you see him. No lie. It's not like he had the book open on his lap. You know what I mean? He had a bag full of scrolls. Not trying to make him the mailman, but we knew he was important with the information. We knew that. You know,
It's sad, bro. It's sad. And the sad thing is now I got to go back into the religious bag and pull that out my ass when you got religious people that want to do it. Because my thing is this, like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna let Buck do his thing, but that don't mean I'm not gonna go up there and challenge his information. And when
right,
other people go up there that religious, I'm gonna challenge them too. Because Buck's my homie. So I'm not gonna let the religious people go after my homie without me going after them. And
right,
y'all, I'm gonna attack him, and if y'all attack him, I'm gonna attack y'all too.
right.
The doctor was.
That's my motherfucking dude.
I'm gonna bring him home. I'm gonna bring him home. He out in the desert with no water right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get him we're gonna give him a good sea meal. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Mhm.
give him a basket of shrimp, some
Look,
crab legs.
where it's gonna come from with him, and I wish I'd have had that whole. I just didn't want to be giving out all of these authors and these so-called scholars too quick. But once we dig off into ontology, and that's Parmenides. That's Parmenides. That's one of the
Yeah, I
philosophers.
gotta look that up, bro. I never
From that
thought that.
motherfucker. Yeah, this is where it's at. This is where you get all of this metaphysical and all. That's where it come from. It ain't like y'all made those words up. So at least when I express the word, I'm using it as a construct, and I have an explanation for what we say when we say we connect to the universe. I have an explanation according to what the universe does, according to what they call Southern
How
Lights.
you spell
Normally,
it?
huh?
How you spell it? You
O
spell it with an E?
O N T
Oh,
O L O G Y. Yeah, ontology.
okay, I got it.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you said that comes from who?
That's where the school of thought is coming from when it comes to the metaphysical and the attachment of what a being is on the planet versus somebody who's supernatural and all of that other stuff. This is where Dr. York got it from. This is how he was able to spread it from these guys right here. He created this school of thought, extraterrestrial beings and all of that, and the perception of what an alien should look like. Oh, that's him right there. That's that whole group. That's that whole group. He's still he even influenced some of Plato's work. He was that strong, but people don't realize it. And Socrates, right?
Bro, they tying all types of science back to this shit.
I told you, this is the root of it right here. Bam! This is the dagger right here. Yep. And I just don't be
Bro,
wanting to release
I
it
did
to the
not
back.
know this shit.
It was gonna pop out because you was dealing with the school of
Theosophy?
yeah, yeah. Once you digging with them, you know you're in the right path because they come after. The Theosophical
Yeah.
Society is first, then they come.
They sneak it into your
Man, they got
Yeah,
so many of them esoteric schools of thought.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Look,
how do you get this many? It's like y'all can't just work together and come under like one, two, or three.
right. And look, school of thought. That's where it comes from. My wife just sitting here saying it. It's because of school. If people remember when they was in school, they give you a little bit of bits and pieces of it. And once you start digging off into it deeply, it starts showing it starts showing you that the school has controlled your mind. They've controlled your school of thought. This is what this thing does. It's unbelievable.
Now the reason why this came out.
Energy, you wasn't in the live yesterday. Energy with your boy Buck. You
Now look,
missed.
my wife said in further reading, she finds out that they didn't. The reason why they push it the way they push it is because they didn't want to have to combat religion. But now religion has intertwined into this.
But it's
Yeah,
artifacts.
It's in the artifacts, it's in everything, right? They don't say nothing because of religion, so they stick it in the regalia.
Right, because this is going to take you to the Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you get to the Big Bang Theory,
she said what? She said what theory?
She said this is going to take you to the Big Bang Theory.
Okay, so when you're
Oh, okay.
and you're going through the planet, space, and everything, you finally get to the Big Bang Theory. Now, this is where they push the ontology because they don't want to interrupt religious. You know what I mean? So now you're saying this is the beginning of life, but now you have a class full of Christians. So what are you talking about?
They said God started life with Adam and Eve.
Right.
So they couldn't mingle those together. That's why they got this thing with separation between church and state.
Right.
All of that.
This is pretty much saying you figure it out. So if there's nothing, there's nothing, and if there's something, you it's on you.
Look, no, it's even in there when they say, you get, how do you get something from nothing?
Right.
Like nothing is nothing. How is it nothing?
Yeah.
Use it and create all of that frivolous ass talk that I was just doing, that garbage, and they show you all of that shit.
Listen, some teacher is doing that right now to their 9th and 10th graders.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, you figure it out. It's whatever you believe.
Right.
That's what this is leading into.
This shit is all a school of thought, man.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Just
it's really fucked up.
This is, how the world really started, not Jesus
like the
Christ.
Bible, right? They giving their opinion on how the world starts versus the Bible. Full, wholehearted Big Bang and everything else, you know what I mean, that you can't see. This is where the ghost stories coming in. Right. Trying to take what they're finding in other countries and adapting to it in their own way. And they got to attach some other form around it, which is that extra part of spirituality. Not spirituality when you saying breath and you saying the energies that exist, like northern lights, that's still part of air. So that's a form of spirit, but they got a different kind of spirit. This spirit got a voice box, they got a chair, a throne, a seat at the table. This one is different, It's way different. And now you'll see how the hand of God be in the sky, making it a person and look like the clouds. No longer do you just see the halo. They have taken the place of the halo. All of that is right there. Ontology. Fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah. And I get these joints from Dr. Clark's old school. It's called The Great Walk, The Great and Mighty Walk. That's an old joint. That's probably like the 80s he did that. And I still watch it today. Yeah. Because it's names that he say, and you gotta, when you hear him say them names, you gotta write them names down, go check them shit. Some of them I can't even spell them, so I just let him say it and put Siri there. You feel me? Because some of them names I can't say what he's saying. He's saying some different stuff. And Dr. Ben speak fast as hell, so you can't really hear what he's saying when it comes to some names. I put it right to the phone. And ontology is the latest one. That once you crack niggas' head with this right here, what could you tell me? Now I could tell you where your school of thought come from. That's how I dagger you. I tell you who wrote it, where you get it from. Because before that, we didn't have any knowledge of learning anything. Not us, not this born bred. We ain't have no knowledge. Not nobody born in no 1900s, the latter 1800s. We ain't have no education. So the school of thought had to be brought to you, and the ones that was bringing it had to be a part of a curriculum. If not, they wasn't letting you teach it. Ontology. Straight up. That's the latest school of thought right there. Yeah. And the reason why I knew the word is because I knew that Dr. Clark was talking to Phil Valentine and Bobby Hammond when he said it. And when he said it, that's what he was talking to. Yeah, with all of this mumbo jumbo of the skies and all of this, I was like, damn, he just hurt them. It was the only one doing it at the time. Wasn't too many people doing that. People was off into metaphysics, but they wasn't, holding resorts and all of this. I mean, y'all don't realize y'all got that from them. Y'all don't realize that they're the best talkers in that. They're going to show you all kind of aliens and all kind of stuff. The same images you can see when it comes to drawing a painting and you put some water on it and it begins to fuck up the painting. That's the kind of pictures they showing you. That's what they calling aliens. Get out of here.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Y'all Juju the Saint. That picture, how it's fucked up.
Yeah, that's some trash.
He got mad, a little irritated when I told him that his picture was a white dude. No, it's not. Yeah, it is, bro. Go look it up.
Well, let me tell you the new thing that they saying watch out for. And the Bible told us this in the early 90s. As a matter of fact, his wife said it. This is Asher Kwesi, Mary Kwesi. She said, I forgot the name of the thing that they use to check to see what your baby is. You can see your baby. What do you call it, baby? Ultrasound. Well, the ultrasound that they originally had, they was afraid to use it because the kind of graphics you could actually see. That's the
first. I know what you're talking about. It showed you the actual outline of the baby's face and shit.
Right. Well, that's an old model. They're reusing it again.
That's the MRI.
Right. That's the MRI model. And so they already had it. So again, I'm showing you where they get these so-called images from, how they can distort it. Get out of here, man. We already know what you're doing. They made us aware that they was using every bit of resources to their availability. That's why they're in control of. It's not just a doctor. There's the medical department. They control the school of thought they're in. If there's a department, a corporation, anything revolving around it, that means they got teachers. That means it has a school of thought. Let's go get the teachers. If we keep it to that model, we will wipe the floor with everything moving. That's why, damn, I can't get old boy name right now, and I know this dude, man. We just always called him Dre, because he's Jamaican, so we just call him Dre. He just finished Garfield. That's why, no matter what nobody say, he stick to tearing down your teacher. He come after your teacher.
Garfield don't do that all the time.
Yeah, he do with the work. Yeah, he do. He call them niggas out. You know what it is? He stick at the early ones when it comes to the philosophers. He bang, because that's where it come from. If we stay at them philosophers and see who is using that train of thought today, you get niggas like Garfield.
I like Garfield. Don't do that, bro.
What? Nah, Garfield's the truth. That's what I'm saying. He's the truth. He goes and that's what I'm saying to you. He goes and gets the teachers that you're talking about. And you don't realize that he's using your own teacher against you. Because you saying your teacher said one thing. And
they better. Because Garfield, boy, that book, I asked him, what was that? Earlier it might have been last week, I asked him when he coming out with part 2. He said he don't know yet. I said, bro, we need that shit, bro. You playing. You said that shit was coming out this winter. What's up, Susan?
Yeah, he needed some shelf work because, he was doing the internet dirty. He was coming on early in the morning. I remember when he first came down to 125th. I remember being out there. I'm like, look at Dredd out here.
Yeah, I thought his first time out that shit, they was at a park.
Yeah, we had never seen him down there. I just know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Knew he was articulate because he was into school heavy and all that. You know what I mean? He was like, he knew the frat boys and all of that. You know what I mean? But shit. He came down there one day and was dropping, and I was like, oh shit. Because he was studying already. He had the know-how. Just get the teacher, man. And why we can't ask them for a teacher? Where's the teacher, yo? What's wrong with asking?
They don't got one, bro. You add they the teacher.
Then
I've never seen that
Dr.
in
York.
my life.
Nah, I've heard it before when you don't want to say Dr. York. That's when you hear that. They don't want to say Dr. York. Because remember, they can hide under anything. Nuwabian, or Nuwapu, and all this other. They can hide. They could be Hebrew for a long time. Dr. York was Hebrew like 10 years straight. He was Muslim for like 15.
Yeah, he moved that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Ben was playing to be a fucking Muslim. I ain't buying he was Muslim. I think he was playing.
Who?
Dr. Ben?
Nah, Dr. Ben was he went through those schools of thought. So that's why Dr. Ben is a Jew. But we talking about in lineage, not through the religion. He's a Jew.
Yeah.
He's a black Jew. You don't even got to say black Jew because when he was born, the Jews was black. The turmoil, he was born in Ethiopia. When the turmoil went on in Egypt, they started attacking down in Ethiopia. And his mother and father, they got their asylum in Puerto Rico. And that's when he began his education, when he hit America. Well, he hit South America. Yeah. I be telling people that he learned the Olmecs and said that ain't enough. Let me go get something else. He learned Islam. Said that ain't enough because he kept running into servants of Islam or converts of Islam. You know what I mean? Once you say convert, now you know that ain't your original way. Yeah, dude. He said so much stuff go further back. Yeah, dude. Look, I can remember when the young right there. Jamron was jumping up on the stage. Get the information and get right to it. That's how you got to do it. Let that be your niche. Because y'all have more discipline than me, bro. I got to give it to you, Jamron. You got way more discipline than me. Nah, this ain't Sinetta. You just used to the voice on there. Everybody always asks that. You just used to the voice. Look, somebody asked me, is that sound metal?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Nah.
I didn't catch if I missed the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, Jam Ron go up on there and work that shit, bust that shit right down. That's them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got work to do. We got work to do. And look, and the reason why I feel joy by it because it's the information that's connecting people, not the spirituality. It's the information. Let's deal with the information first. Then we could go off and everything else. It's the information that
Bro, they
causes.
don't want to do that. They can't go line for line, bar for bar. I don't see it. If you go get the top, you go get the top, and they gotta come with they school of information, and y'all gotta get on that stage and go screen for screen, credited site with credited site. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Line for line, here a little, there a little.
I don't think it's gonna happen because eventually it's gonna point to pseudoism.
Yep. And that's what they
Or
don't want to give up.
they can't be like, oh well, you're using the white man's information because you're getting your information from the same people we get our information from. So you can't critique and criticize my information when you're getting your information from the same people I'm getting mine from.
Salute, Jam Ron. Salute. Salute you, bro. Remember when he first got up on there, Jam Ron? Yeah, man. That shit is impressive. I sit back and be like, yeah, look at these young brothers work. Because some people don't know, when you got to dig off into a topic, if you're not well learned, you could be right all you want. But it don't take nobody nothing to beat you because they can outwork you. You know, I done seen plenty of lectures live like that where a brother lose because he just didn't have the adequate information. He had a limit.
Yep. They be all right though. I'm waiting on that godly cat. I'm waiting for him to bring his big homie with this information. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
Favor, please, please.
It's been 2 weeks. You ain't got your big homie yet.
Yeah, they ain't going to do that. But if y'all could do me a favor down in the chat and follow my wife, that's her right there where it says the darkest room. I'm in Ra. That's my
I
wife.
don't see it. Come on.
Yeah, put something in there real quick, bro. She just dropped something in there. Yeah, with the red, black, and green. Yeah.
I already follow.
Yeah.
Kenya's stupid.
Put it back.
No,
Look,
I am
and
not the
always
TikTok
got,
bully no more. That's all A-Train.
look,
A-Train is the TikTok bully, bro.
I always do this, and I do it because I'm sincere when I do it. I always pay homage to Kenya because no matter what you say, when she come back, at least I know she researched that shit. Whether she agree or not, I still know whether she laid her eyes on it because I can tell how you can talk it. You know what I mean? She said A-Train. Yeah, he the bully.
Yeah, y'all ain't hear what he said? Yeah. Oh man. When Buck got off his live last night, A-Train went live. We're talking about we can't trust Buck because of the stuff that he was saying. He said send people to him so they can subscribe so he can start doing his subscription only. So people like me wouldn't come and start attacking him in the comment section. And he said something fishy about Jesus. If Buck don't believe that Jesus is God, then he just don't believe in the Trinity. He believes God is God. Why are you knocking that, bro? You the old dude that's getting in the way of the young man. Let the young man pick up the book, educate himself how he want to be educated, and then y'all can give him guidance down the line, but don't try to make him be a new version of you. You can't make Buck be the new version of A-Train. That ain't gonna happen.
Right, he ain't get there like that. He got there with his own sheer dominance.
And I kept telling him, I said, bro, you sound like you hating. You hating on Buck. Are you just mad because he not on your team no more?
Yeah, but that's here nor there. You know what I mean? That's here nor there. Everybody's sort of their own purpose. Is Mo still in here? Mo, you still in here? You gotta make sure Mo get that ontology down. Parmenides.
Mo probably already know about that shit.
All right,
What a lot of people don't know about Mo is way more educated than what we think. And
right.
I see, like, when me and Mo talk, it accidentally comes out. He be trying to hide that shit.
Nah, I hear it sometimes. No, I tell my wife, she right here. I kid you not. I say, Mo know that shit, and she
Mo
know
be
what I
trying to
know.
hide that shit. I'm like, bro, you can't hide it. I know, I hear it. He said, what did he say? We was on the phone. He said something. I said I was gonna take A-Train back to the old version of Christianity dealing with Syriac. He said something about the Vedas or some shit. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you know about this shit? I was thinking it in my mind. Like, bro, Mo gotta stop. Kenya coming back home. See, that's what I'm talking about. Kenya, go ahead. I told you we was gonna leave the light on for you, Kenya. You got this. Just stay away from the earth speak. You can be indigenous. Just stay away from the earth speaks. Cause that boy, I'm gonna catch him on the right day though. He gonna think he got me. He gonna call me out. I'm gonna pull up, and he gonna have about 100 people in his little live, and then I'm just gonna have to debunk his information. He be all right after that. I ain't got no ill will toward him. As long as he stopped the name calling. I mean, because I can name call. I can do it. I used to want to be a stand-up comedian. I can do the name call. Oh. Yeah, where Tristan? Tristan said she was going to go get that godly dude. I don't know where he at. He ain't about that life, though. He be messing with your stuff, energy. Nah, bro, he like blocking people, bro. He be like, y'all come over here, come to my live. And then we show up, and then you start blocking us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You saw who? The Earth Speaks at the bottom of my live? Or the godly dude? Kenya? Earth Speaks ain't ready, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, God, tell him to step up. Tell him to bring his big homie with these 200,000-year-old civilization in America. He said he was going to go get his big homie, and his big homie was going to show us that.
Big homie need to show me that. I need to see that. If I find that, I'm kicking ass with it.
I'm telling you, like, hey, you know what? I just got this amazing new discovery brought to you by such and such. So you might have some civilizations in America that's as old as the civilizations over there in Africa, but they have yet to present the information. It's been over almost 2.5 weeks. Where's the info?
Do you know what that would do to the world if I had that information and put that information out first? I would love to be the first. I ain't the first at none
There
of
go
this.
my boy right there. And he deal with that shit.
Right.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. Venom made me step my game up, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
You got
Because
to, man.
I'm not one of them people. I don't deal with like old civilizations, anthropology. I'm not the anthropology guy. I don't deal with old civilizations and the tool structures that they was using. But boy, when I went to that man's page,
yeah, man,
and I saw that information, I was like, shit, I gotta step my shit up, bro. And if this is what irks me, when he goes live, there's nobody over there to see the shit he's talking about.
Right. And look, the information that I sent you, if you look on there, you'll see all of the findings, who found it, what year.
Bro, I gotta go. That's so much shit. I'm still on the second page, bro.
Yo, listen, it's off the hook though, ain't it? Right? You can
Yeah,
tell.
bro. When you sent it, when I got home, my wife was sick. on people trying to take care of her.
It's gonna have everything that was found in what period we're at and all of that. So if they coming up with something that's not on that list, it's brand new, and you could be the most educated person in the world to release that information. You go down in history. Why not release that? I'm looking for going down in history. Ain't nothing else matters. For real. You got some information that's not privy to the whole world, and you not gonna put it out. Snuffleupagus. Straight up. Snuffleupagus.
I think you ate too much pizza, little. Did you have 3 slices?
I never found out if Mo was in there. Listen, that's what I want you to do. We link up, man. Hit me with that 3-way, me, you, and Mo. And boy, that ontology gonna have you like.
Oh, you got 2 more hours, bro. He said he banned it to 2 more hours.
Yeah, that's what's up.
No, I think Buck can figure it out. If not, I'm gonna keep crushing his soul. Whenever he feel like he can take me down in religion, hey. But it's like that's like what happened when we was on his line. It was me, Buck, Mo, Nitty, and A-Train. A-Train said I want the smoke, give me the smoke. So we started giving him the smoke, and what he say, y'all can't give me smoke because I deal with spirituality in my belief. You can't give me smoke on my personal belief. You just told us to give you the smoke.
Right. It always fall back on belief. Always. That's always the go-to card. I'm going to get my big brother. That's what it is.
Yeah. He was ready, man.
They get their big brother belief.
It wasn't no like we wasn't talking about each other. It was just an intellectual dialogue, and I don't think he was ready for that. Like, you can't come to me with just your belief. It's cool, you can practice your belief on your channel, but you came up here and you came at us, so like you wanted smoke. So now you about to get the smoke, and then when we give you the smoke, don't get in your feelings and be like, y'all can't give me smoke because this is my personal belief and my spirituality. So now you're dealing with spirituality like the new age spirituality people be dealing with. Okay, so I can't get you on that. But you said you want to smoke, so we sticking with the book. We sticking with the book and what these people did in the book, and you can't handle it. It's cool you want to believe in Jesus. Now we're dealing with the book. So if I'm telling you that Nazareth didn't exist during the time of Jesus, and you telling me it did, where you get your information from? Because I gave you the top scholars in the field that deal with archaeology. And so now you're going to your theologian study partner, and I kept asking you, what's your set? Who's your teacher? What's your set? Who's your teacher? Where you get this information that Nazareth existed during the time of Jesus? And you kept being quiet. Are you serious? And then Mo pulled up. Well, Mo was already there. And Mo asked you the same thing. Where can we go look this information up? And you couldn't tell me. And then you finally told us, and I forgot the dude's name, but I already fucked it up because I shouldn't have gave you my archaeologists that were biblical scholars. I shouldn't have gave you that. I should have let you tell me who you had, then I hit you with the top dogs in the field. Right. If your theologian you studied under is telling you that, Nazareth did exist, is he coming with his personal bias or is he coming with archaeology?
Yeah,
and
but
I don't
bro,
tell me with archaeology at all.
Look, you can't tell nobody
go
not
ahead.
to go get big brother though.
Yeah.
You can't be beating nobody upside the head and telling them belief is their big brother. That's the final call right there. Belief is the final call. You knocking a nigga upside their head, talking about don't go get their big brother. And that's you can't war with belief. I can't go to war with that, against that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. We can go to war with it if they bring it on a personal platform and they're trying to indoctrinate people with misinformation.
Right. We can beat it up, right.
Now, Jesus ain't coming for me. He ain't getting in my house. Matter of fact, they sent me some shit in the mail today. It's called. I guess they got little magazines. The magazine is called Awake, the Way of Happiness. And when you go on here, it says the Way of Happiness. Learn more. Have you ever wondered how can my family be happy? How can I make good friends and also be a good friend? What hope is there for my dead loved ones? Will suffering ever end? Will humans eventually destroy the earth? Do all religions lead to the true God? And then it says at jw.org, you will be able to access or download a variety of Bibles and a wide array of other publications at all at no cost. The many titles include the following. I'm looking for the following. It don't tell me. Oh, okay. I guess it's over here. No, that ain't it. It says visit the JW.org website, which is available in more than 900 languages. There you can find helpful information. I'm just promoting. Let me stop reading. I'm promoting that shit. What you say, Kenya? Oh, that's from the Jehovah Witness? I didn't know that. Where that magazine go? Oh, my daughter got it. They trying to get you, and yeah, they are trying to get that inner thigh, man. I gotta clench up. I can't look, she can. He just said it's a coat. I did not know that was Jehovah Witness, yo. Because when I got the mail, it just says to your neighbor. It's from Richmond, South Richmond, Wichita, Kansas. I did not know that's what that was. They want your boy. No, it was in my mail. They sent it to my mail. Yeah, they pulled up once. No, they pulled up twice. And the last time they pulled up, I told the dude I don't believe in fairy tales. And he said, well, just take my card in case you need me to cut your grass. And I was like, you gonna cut it for free? And he was like, no, I got to charge. So I was like, well, if you ain't gonna cut it for free, I won't be calling, bro. No, I wouldn't let the dog on there. I'm nice. I'll listen. I'll dialogue with them if they let me talk. After they talk, I'll listen to everything they got to say. But when it's my turn to talk, let me speak. Yeah, that was like they said if I needed anything done around the house to get them a call. And I said, well, do y'all cut grass? He said, yes. So I was like, he said, yeah, I'll cut your grass. I said, how much is it? You gonna cut my grass for free? He's like, no, I got to charge. Yeah, I won't be calling. Brother, child of the sun, I've always been like that. If me and somebody's in a dialogue, I let them talk. I might ask a couple of questions, but I still let them get their point of view. Yes. Huh? Can you get a bath? You're sick, man. Get in the tub. I'll put you in the tub at 9 o'clock. If you eat your crackers, you have to eat your crackers. Your stomach hurt. You probably ain't got nothing on your stomach. But yeah, like I said, I let them talk. I'll dialogue with them. But every time, it never fails. Every time it's my turn to talk, they don't let me talk. They do not want to listen. They cut me off.
Yeah, that talking without listening don't work.
Not at all, bro.
But I gotta.
I've done that before. I let Christians talk to me. When it's my turn to talk, they don't let me speak.
You know they gonna do that. You know that. Yeah, but I gotta drop down. I got to feed my son real quick. I'll be
All
back
right.
on. I'll be on. Peace,
I
peace.
probably get back up. So I'm trying to if when this block is over with, if he go live, we just go over there. I probably got like 15 more minutes up here.
All right. Peace, peace to the chat. Peace to everybody down there. Peace.
Tabitha, what's wrong with your body? What happened? What you do? You fell? You fell on Jesus? Tabitha fell on Jesus. Tabitha fell on Jesus. Oh. Hold on. Tristan, what y'all talking about? I'm lost in the conversation. You said you told them you believe in science and they brought you a watchtower. No, I don't even tell them that. I just tell them I don't believe in fairy tales. After I say that, they don't want to talk to me like that. They just want to do shit around the house. Hell, I'm about to have them paint my insides of the house. Eat your crackers. Yeah, Child of the Sun just be running them off. Yeah, man, what y'all do to my boy Buck, man? What happened? Y'all turned my boy against me. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
What are we gonna talk about? Is Vanta still on here?
Oh, he's banned until 8 o'clock.
I know, but what we gonna talk about? Where you at, Vanta? We gotta have a subject or something. Let's get it ready. So I could promote it. I could send everything out because I want godly. I want I do want Earth Speaks to show
He
up.
ain't
I
going.
want to.
He told Godly not to mess with me. He told all his
Oh,
people not to mess with us.
oh no, God, look, me and Godly cool, like on a person to person level. Like I can't lie to you, but me and Godly go head to head. Like we do it on our content. That's how we debate. We don't got no problem with it. But I want to hear him, whatever, whoever he has to bring to the table that said they got this 200,000 year evidence or whatever you was talking about.
That's what I'm waiting on. I've been waiting on it for 2 weeks.
Because he comes to me with the genealogy claim and he put it on the table. We both did our family records side by side on certain subjects, so he does have indigenous grandparents. He does have it in his family, but I think sometimes those wobbles or whatever we call them, they get them to believe that like we were the original
I
people
don't
in
even call
total.
them that. I don't disrespect them. I just call them black indigenous or indigenous black people.
No, because they're making claims that are outside of their family history. So I will call them pretendians until then. If they just share their family history, that's one thing. I've always said that. But when talked about, okay, what's your family history? Like let's look at this. Then they get to talking about Christopher Columbus was black, the aliens was black, America is really Egypt. Touch your pineal gland. When it gets to that, those are pretendians to me, and I'll say it every day. But no, Godly, he's like an okay debater. He don't really get too emotional. That's why I don't mind him. But if he's saying he has this evidence, I want to see it too.
Yeah, he said his homie got the evidence.
All
So
right.
we've been waiting. Me and Black Family First. We've been trying to get this evidence for 2 weeks, and he ain't brought it.
Mm. Well,
That's it.
I'll keep sending it to him. I'll even slide in his DMs and say, like, let's talk tonight. Because
But
he don't run from stuff like Earth Speaks. He'll sit there with you the whole 3 hours.
And then when
And
you get done talking to him, he's just gonna say you're using a white man's science. Because he told me that. When I told him that how can civilization start in the Americas when they never found Homo erectus over here? That's because you're using a white man's science. I can't play that game with him. If I can't use the white man's science, you show me the science and the methodologies that I'm supposed to use, how you came that human civilization was over here in America first. Show me it. With
yeah,
anthropology, not
that's
through
all I'm
food
asking.
migration.
That's all I'm asking. That's those claims are the ones I care about. If you're, I mean, a lot of us have admixtures. Yes, if you have an admixture, that's I'm not going after that. But when you try to say that this continent was here first, so therefore humans, Homo sapiens, were here first, then we got an issue. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so okay, we're gonna talk about Native Americans being here in the Moors. Got you. I might get
I
somebody
just
else,
talked about them.
but we didn't get to talk about it with Vanta.
Yeah, because the fans be going in. He trying to piss them off and get blocked again, bro. I've noticed that when you go against the Moors, and like when I posted Murphy's video on my TikTok, they talking about those weren't real Moors, bro. They claiming to be real Moors and filed the paperwork. So they be trying to like disassociate themselves with people that's claiming the same stuff that they claim. We got people that are Pan Africans that do strange stuff, but I don't disassociate. I'd be like, hey, you got strange people in every community. It happens. But for y'all, they're not real Moors. They're fake Moors. How they fake Moors? They filed the paperwork. They doing what y'all claim y'all can do. Y'all can go into the bank. Y'all can get this land, and y'all can just go into the parental property like it's yours. Y'all do that. That's what they teach. What's it? The tax lien? The tax liens? That's what they do. Oh, I own it because the tax lien.
Man, that was crazy what you shared. But that's funny because that stuff was started by the white tea community. They started
Yep.
that sovereign citizen stuff.
Yep.
The Moors back in the day, like I always told everybody, like my great grandfather was a Moor, so-called a Moor. They didn't do none of that stuff. They wasn't into that, but then the sovereign citizens got into it, and then all of a sudden you see Moors in court trying to fight for their jurisdiction. That is from white people.
Yep, I think they came on the scene in 1909 or something like 1908, and the Moorish community didn't come here to like 1923.
Mm-hmm.
So they got it from them.
These conversations I be having with them Moorish people, I had to have them with my grandma. So
Oh,
you can't back me in a corner because I finally got my grandma to see the light.
don't be arguing with Nana. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
had to. I had to. I had to tear it
I would
down.
I would never. If my grandma say something, I'm like, okay, Nana, no, I can't argue with you.
No, the reason why is because that's how I am in real life. This is how my whole family is. Like when we have family dinner, we just pick a topic and go on it. Like this how I grew up.
You see,
So when
my
people
family
get in
ain't like that. We gonna start fighting. We do that.
when people get in their feelings, like I don't understand it because this is how I normally talk to my own family. I was the first one that came out as a non-believer because we got multiple belief systems in our family. We got African traditional, we got Mormonism, we got Catholicism, we got everything. So put all those people for Thanksgiving or whatever, Christmas, whatever. I used to tell my family from the age of 8, we shouldn't be celebrating no Christmas and da 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 da. And it would start just like that. It's in your Bible that da da da. That's I grew up like this. I get entertained by this. It don't be hurting my feelings.
I didn't grow up like this. I didn't get into this shit until like 2014, 2015. But I've been on that Christmas shit. We stopped celebrating Christmas longer. The only reason why we stopped before I even got on this stuff is because Christmas will drain your pockets and you'll be struggling to pay your bills. So I was
Mhm.
like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that too, but when I read the scripture about the actual Christmas tree, well, I guess we could just equate it to the Christmas tree, but it was a rule not to observe pagan things, and we know where the Christmas tree comes from in Christmas. So I'm like, it's even that's even in the Bible. Like we got Christmas trees every year. What are y'all talking about? And I know Santa ain't real. I was a crazy little kid. My grandma hated that because my grandma loved Santa. She loved Christmas to death. So I'm like, I know you're the one wrapping our presents. She was like, no, Santa is real. Mm-mm. I seen you.
Bro, we told you if you got your homeboy that can show us civilization 200,000 years here in America, tell him to show us the evidence. That's what we said. And I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. Got a name.
Godly, we about to go on later. Like we about to go on probably in another 2 to 3 hours. Are you ready to have this conversation?
Who is he?
Oh, he's saying you already came with the evidence suit, and I think that's what he's saying. You already ended whoever he was talking about. I think he's talking about. Is he talking about Earth Speaks?
I don't know who he talking about. Then that wasn't who he told us.
Oh, Patah already killed him. Okay. Oh, that's another thing I like about Godly is like if he if you change his point of view or if he thought something previously and y'all talked and you give him evidence, he's cool with it.
Shit. He gonna say I'm using the white man science. He a cool dude, don't get me wrong. He a cool dude. Well, I can have a good conversation with him, but it's always gonna lead back to you using the white man science.
I don't know. I think we should give him a chance because I feel like this brother Godly right here, if he rolls with us for a little bit, he
Tristan,
gonna
if you
be on.
don't stop kissing this man's ass,
Nah, we need him on the team. You need to see how he do his pain. You need to get out of the craziness.
I don't know. We dating, so we got to tolerate each other. Yeah, it's good.
Uh-oh, my wife might have a problem with that, golly.
yeah,
Um,
you gonna eat them crackers?
I'm talking about
But
TikTok dating, right?
Yeah, that's what
TikTok. But
pop. You want some more pop?
now to be honest with you, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys, bro. The reason why I stopped pushing the debate because I sat in one of y'all lives and just watched, right? It was just
Who's
it was
whose
just a
live
bunch of
was
you. What's that?
whose live was it?
I can't remember, but it was just you guys in there. It was 5 or 6 of you guys in there, and I just listened. And one of the guys was telling people that he had some information that can help them out with discovering their nationality and all that type of stuff. But
Are you talking about Dub?
yeah, but he wanted it, but he kept emphasizing that he wanted people to pay for it. And I just listened, like I watch you guys argue amongst each other, and to me, my movement is something totally different. So that's just made it distasteful to me because this ain't about popularity or money or nothing like that. It's about like leading people to the truth. So I didn't even push even harder. Plus, Earp said he already had beat up on your guy anyway. So I'm like, it wasn't no
Earth
point in
Speaks,
me pushing.
Earth Speaks never beat up on me. You can
never,
ask
never.
everybody in the chat. When he
I
comes to
mean,
my live, he talks trash, and then everybody gets banned because he don't want us to give the information out. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see where I debunk him 3 or 4 times. Matter of fact, more than that, because of my whole Egypt and America thing, I let it solely based on his pseudo education.
Wait,
I
wait.
mean, I guess
Can you remember who was asking to pay for stuff?
I can't
I
remember
ain't never,
the guy's name,
he
but
might not be with us,
yeah,
but
It
I think
wasn't Dub. It was a dude that got up there before the Dub dude did.
oh yeah, because I never heard none of us ask them to pay. We get on here and just share information.
right. And I'm all about that. I engage with that on your level, but my thing is like once I heard that, plus you guys were infighting with each other about what I'm saying, the stuff over there. So it's like to me, it's just like it wasn't worth it. And then like I said, once I started talking to Earth and the other brother, they was like they beat up on you, which like I said, you saying that they ain't. I never saw the debate. I don't know who did what, so I'm not choosing a side on it. It's just like then they said pretty much the same thing you just said. So how can we get somewhere if nobody really want to deal with the information? It's a moot point. I know my family heritage.
Yeah, that's
I
all
know.
we
Oh,
built.
so stupid.
That's all we deal with over here is information. And look, we're not no sheeps. Like me and Sutin can disagree, and once we disagree, we pull out paper and we just start disagreeing on the stuff that we have facts for, and that's that. We come back the next day. It's just information in here. I don't know if it looks like fighting to the outside, but for real, I've learned so much from this group of people, and I don't just chill with people who I have certain identity
Right.
factors with. You know, you
Right.
could say you're the real indigenous American. We might have not me and you because I seen your genealogy, but other people who don't have that will disagree not on their family history, but we will disagree on the other points. And I'm fine with that, but I still might rock with them if they're non-believers. And so I just don't have the same type of people around me all the time.
Right. And you and like I said, you that's why we're still friends. That's why you never see me block anybody, nothing like that. I go to the same flight you do. We end up in the same places, even though I don't know how we both ended up on a Jewish live. You know what I'm saying? Like we're everywhere because we solid on what we believe, the information that we have. You know what I mean, and the purpose. So as long as
That
that's
will
pure,
that will never
what's that?
happen again, godly. I can't even look myself in the mirror for the past 2 days because I
What
was
you,
coming
what
over
you,
there. I was coming over there as a place of, okay, let's hear each other out. And the stuff that they were saying, you wasn't there yesterday. I had to block all those people. And I don't do that easily. You have one person saying that racism is just an extension of tribalism and slavery was just an extension of white people tribalism. And I'm like, wait, do you not understand that multiple white people came to enslave us? What are you talking about? He was also saying like we should get over it and just deal
They
in
always say that.
and yeah, stuff like that. They were being so insensitive, and the topic was, "Dear Black people, let's have a talk about Israel."
Yeah, but
And so
then
they said,
that's what I was, because I forgot. It was, matter of fact, it was me, you, and Golly over there one day. When I got off, I was gonna text you and tell you watch them because they're gonna be disrespectful. And I
right.
forgot. I had went to sleep
And
because
you
I
know
knew
what,
it was
brother?
gonna come to that. I
And
knew
you
it.
know what,
people,
brother? I caught that from the start myself too, because the first time I got on, the guy I forgot the name, the chubby guy that wore the glasses, the one that was telling them to boot people off, the one that they
Abraham,
supposed to, yeah, yeah,
that's Hebrew
like and he was telling the story about how the Jewish people were helping us during the civil rights movement. I was like, yeah, that's how y'all got in the position to take over all the stuff that we had at first. No, that's what I wanted to say, but he had them to boot me off. And then the one you talking about yesterday, I did get on, but
okay.
the trans guy, I guess that was running it, he was mad at me because I wanted to use names in another live with that community instead of pronouns. Because me personally, I'm a man. Like I've said, I'd rather just to show respect. I'd rather we just use each other names because I'm not going to try to transform my mindset to fit what somebody else believe. But I respect where you coming from. But let's just use names. It's like I just don't like the fact he don't want to use he don't want to use pronouns. I was like, what the most respectful thing I can do is we can use each other call names. Use names. But
They
but
were ridiculous with everything. If you said, okay, the sky is, and they'd be like, what sky? That's going against my people because 300,000 years ago, da da da. I can't debate like that. You don't even know what I was about to say.
bro, I mean, everything they were saying be like disrespectful. They'll tell you why they believe who they are, and once you tell them why you believe that you are, no, that's not it. That's like so. If I tell you now that what I'm saying, you're not the real Jews, you know what I'm saying, according to my beliefs and understanding, then you'll feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being respectful, and y'all not. Even when it come to when I mentioned about the death that we had, you know what I'm saying, how many deaths we had that's still being counted or whatever. They was just like dismissive, like, you know what I mean, like, it's still not the same
Yeah.
thing because we've been suffering this long. I'm like, I'm not trying to have a who went through the worst thing over here. I just want the same compassion that you want from us. You know what I'm saying?
But they do that, bro. They want their experience to be worse than ours.
Right.
No, it got bad. There was an Israeli guy that came in there and was like, and as far as I'm concerned, all Black people are anti-Semitic. I said, I'm the one who made this live happen. What are you talking about? We're trying to learn and shit like that. And you're saying all Black people are anti-Semitic? I went on there. I said, please never have this conversation again. We are not ready. I was like, I can be diplomatic, but I cannot allow people to be anti-Black. I don't even care if they're the real Jews or not. I'm a non-believer. I don't believe in Abraham. So I don't that's not even my argument with them. My argument is if I seen these lives outside of most black people, I've been because I'm into world politics, so I've seen these lives before, but they talk about us. I rather them
Hmm.
talk with us, so they can get an understanding, and so that's why I had the idea. But I feel so responsible for the anti-blackness because I don't have 5 followers. I got 20-something thousand followers. So if I'm in a live, people is gonna follow me in there, and the stuff they were saying, I'm like, and they don't they these people, these group of people, I'm not talking about all Jews, because Jewish people are in my inbox like, don't deal with them.
Hmm. And my thing is when I got on there to talk to them, see, I avoid a lot of them because I do love all people. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a mutual respect. But from my studying them and observing them and watching them like in their own light when they don't think we listening, you listening into them. They
Yep.
really don't care about our community at all. Not all of them, but just as a whole. They even got this fad, right? That they believe that all Christians are going to burn in hell, and they stick to that. Like you never see them speak out of there, never see them say anything positive. But they that's a running joke amongst them. You know what I'm saying? They really feel like the black people that's falling that over there, like we just gonna die off. Like that's something they're looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? And that like was like really like something that I was taken back from. So when I got into the lab, I was like, okay, maybe these be some cool people we can kind of vibe off of, get some understanding. But they was trying to control the thing. You have to be careful what you say because even if you're not disrespectful, they trying to take it as disrespect because they want you to believe what their information is supersedes any information that you had. It was just crazy, man.
That's what got me yesterday. All of us organizers of the damn live, every time they could talk, they could say whatever the hell they wanted to say. But when I would try to bring it back to like, guys, you guys are getting too far away from the topic. It's black people trying to understand you and you trying to understand us. They would talk over me before I had half of a sentence out. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here, and I don't have not an anti-Semitic. I don't do religion. That's one. So I'm not arguing with you about your religion.
Right.
Number two, I don't care who's the first Jews or not. I just see that the messaging, whatever they've been talking about with us, I hear it. So I'm like, you guys have to meet African Americans, and the main part, or whatever we call ourselves, is that there's so many subgroups, so many different cultures in
Right.
between the African American umbrella, that if you don't talk to enough of us, you'll say all black people are Hebrew Israelites. You'll say all black people are this, and then that's what they need to understand about us. But they wasn't giving nobody a chance to explain it. So I said, okay, they are stuck in their ways. And in my inbox, the same thing. Everybody was saying, I don't. I told you yesterday that person is blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, the Jewish community told me the day before not to go ahead with this, and I didn't listen. So I
Right.
feel very embarrassed.
Yeah. And
I
and I
feel
mean,
very embarrassed.
but honestly, I felt your energy because, like I said, they boot like once somebody stepped down, they booted me out for I mean nothing. They didn't say nothing to me at all. They just booted me out. But I felt you like because I listened for a while, and then they said something. Then I heard you say we don't even have to talk about it. And you turn your mic out like we don't have to talk about it. Like I felt you being fed up with it. I was kind of laughing to myself like yeah, she see what I see and
No,
what?
Godly, they muted me. They muted me.
Oh
The
wow,
host muted me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. And it's like I said, man, and that's where we at today. Like, we really got to understand and their mindset and the way the people who believe they are the true Jews, the way they really look at them, they look like they're trying to replace the real Jews or whatever. So, and I'm just saying in perspective, not for us to believe, but the attitude that they have, it seemed like it kind of validate their point to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they don't matter. They whatever goes on with them is more important than anything else that goes on in the world, anybody else's issue. Because I mean, like we on the platform, we got the first step is being compassionate about the things that we all go through. You know what I'm saying? I can't look at your situation and be like, well, nah, that wasn't the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like your people died too. You know what I mean? It's just tough.
Well,
It's just tough.
let me tell you what the people of the Jewish community outside of there's only like 3 or 4 of them that are pushing this agenda or point. And the other one said the reason why it's not good to try with this group it's because they have an agenda that they're pushing already. And I was surprised when I saw Hebrew Hammer in there because we've already had our discussions. And so I didn't know, I guess they're all a group and they have an agenda, but it doesn't have anything to do with Black and Jewish unity at all. So that's what they were telling me. And then I finally reread a message after yesterday, and I said, "That's what she was saying." Okay, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I tried this once with the Native American, Afro Native American community, and the same thing
Huge
happened
work.
where we talked it out and planned it. And as soon as African Americans got on, all they did was like disrespect African Americans the whole time. So this is the second time this kind of thing has happened to me. It will never happen again because
But
I
see,
don't do
you got.
POC unity.
Yeah. But see, you got to get people with like mindset. You know, me would be considered coming from the American portion of it. When I get on these things, whatever, I'm coming from an understanding that people have different stories, different backgrounds. So I'm more understanding. And if your goal is to unify, so we can get there, because
Be a nice.
those two have to come together in order for us to be able to overcome the things that we got going on. You know what I mean? Because we've been intertwined. We've been living amongst each other for generations now. You know what I mean? And some of our history
Yeah.
intertwined. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our history intertwined, and we have to be able to come to a common place. But you do have people that that want their purpose to be the main goal and to go over everything else. That's my fear about the Israelite movement. To be honest with you, a lot of those brothers. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Kenya did Kenya came up there. She was being nice, like
Yeah.
nice, and they booted her too. She didn't say nothing disrespectful. She even actually gave the history of her dealings with the Hebrew Israelites and why it was wrong to her and it didn't make sense. Like she came on there open. I ain't never seen that shit in my life, Kenya. You was so open. You opened my eyes about the
Mhm.
situation. And then boom, they just started being rude to her and then they booted her.
It don't matter. Kenya coming home, y'all. We left the light on. She coming back.
Yeah, but you know, that was the temperament though. Anything that didn't that wasn't really yesing what they were saying, they had an issue with it. You know what I mean? They had an attitude about everything. You know, and Josie, I guess that's his name. He hit me in the inbox a couple of times. He seemed pretty cool, but then I heard him venting, and he was going off and saying some things. I wanted to respond to what he had said. You know what I mean? But
Jo-
that's when they end up booting me before then. But he hit me.
Josie took me out. Josie took me out because he was like saying like anti-black stuff. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was yeah,
Anti-black,
Josie took
anti-American.
yeah, it was crazy. But I guess I'm here to listen. Like Susan, if you have any other people you want to share with me, I just wanted to listen. But the anti-blackness that was coming before I joined in with everybody, I couldn't stand for that. So I said, let me be a buffer. Let me get some people here with different perspectives that are black. So you guys aren't just talking about black people, that you guys are getting to interact with black people. And that wasn't a good idea within this group, Susan.
Yeah. And but you know, even to have a conversation with them, it had to be one of us that's hosting it. They can't have that type of power and control because
let me tell let me tell you my fear. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but let me tell you my fear on that is because I do know a lot of black people. I can't control their anti-Semitism, and if I'm not going to be looking stupid with a whole bunch of people talking down on them and saying names, and there was a lot of anti-Semitism coming from the black people too. I can't put that on my life, but if you want to try, I will join you.
right. I mean, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Because it's emotion attached. You know what I'm saying? But we have to tailor that too as well. Like we got people that's from our community. We got to let them know, like, hey, this is what we're trying to do here. I understand your what you call it. If they don't disrespect, we can't be the ones to get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. So we're just trying to get understanding. But you know, there's some strong minds out there that I wouldn't invite in the room either. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it's gonna be. You know, and I don't want to say me being more educated on what the word is now. I don't even want to call it you know, anti what is it, anti-Semitic or different things like that over there because I understand what it means now, but it's still hateful, no matter how you put it. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
but I mean, they didn't control their people though. Their people got on. They can say whatever they want. They can be as disrespectful as they want. They never shut them down. I mean, none of that over there. So
They were saying we are beneath them, we need to learn from them, and I was like, are you, that's how you want to communicate with a whole different community? I was shocked, Susan. I never even shared the live with y'all. Like I never did
Yeah, I
because
saw you. I saw you over there.
mm,
I was embarrassed. I was really, really embarrassed. I blocked all of them, so they won't hear this from me. But I was so embarrassed.
yeah, I think they only tolerated me the little while they did because you were there though. Because my opinions are strong, and then like I said, I'm very respectful. But I'm good on catching where you at, and I try to meet you on the level you are. I can be sarcastic in my delivery of what I'm saying, of coming back to you as well. I think that's what me and Josie was, because he made a comment and I came back at him with another comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
That that
hey,
that's why there's so much nuance too. Because if you heard Messi and him, they were like over exerting their Jewishness because they were browner skin, and we couldn't even get to the colorism and we couldn't get to none of the serious topics because they were projecting too much. Even to the fact where Hebrew Hammer told Josie, okay, that's too much. Hebrew Hammer said that to Josie.
mm, mm,
Real bad echo.
Hmm.
Okay, well,
From our
drop down
phone,
and come back.
from our phones, or from your phone, Susan? It might
Go
be from
down.
your phone.
Yeah, go down and come back up, Susan.
I'm telling y'all, Kenya was being nice. I ain't never seen Kenya be
Kenya
this
was
nice.
over
Okay.
there playing nice.
No,
mm.
she wasn't even playing nice. She had a moment, girl.
Okay.
It was beautiful. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even know that. Uh-uh.
I am nice.
Yeah. Well, Kenya, that was my first time meeting you. And so I have no opinion but that one on you, and I saw the nice part of you, even though everybody in the room seemed to say, "Yeah, I'm shocked that she's just nice." But all I saw was the nicest. I can vouch for that. But I did feel your energy, like was getting kind of agitated with them trying to force what they wanted to say on you over there too.
I mean, I just asked a question because I did hear that they call the Ethiopian Jews the ugly Jews, and they call them the
Hmm.
outsiders. And I was just asking, and they're thinking I'm starting stuff. I just want to see where their mind was at, where they that type of Jewish person, you know. They probably are. They just ain't a couple.
Yeah.
I still got an echo. Do I have
Yeah.
an echo
I
with
hear
you
that.
guys?
No,
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 Okay.
we hear you well.
Okay.
Susan,
Okay. Okay.
I seen you over there in Dan Trail's live.
You said what about
Susan?
Denzel Live?
So I
I
seen
was
Susan in
trying.
Dan Trail's
I
live.
liked Dan Trail's
and
really a
who?
sweet guy. I really like him. He's really nice. No, I see. You know what? I was in that Jewish live, and I thought these these are not people I recognize.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Cause are you usually around that group?
No, I just started like in the last few days because everybody was all up and no, actually, I've got a bad echo.
So you
Do
might
you
have to
have
drop down and
headphones on or
restart.
anything?
I'm gonna drop and come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Restart your phone too.
Yeah, Dan Trail booted me. I mean, well, he didn't boot me. He didn't boot me, but he deleted me. So I'd be laughing when
Who
I end up playing.
is Dan Trail?
It's
He's
this guy. He acts like this kumbaya type of feel.
he's
Yeah,
Dr.
But
No Job's enemy.
yeah,
Okay.
but he's a hard on Democrat, and me, I don't subscribe to government. So if we speaking, I'm gonna speak what I feel is right. But if
right.
stuff that I don't agree with, I'm gonna speak it, and it rubbed them the wrong way because
Yeah,
they that the ideology of the Democrats is more of us being subservient. The government has to be the savior. They have to run everything. I'm not about that. I mean, I understand how communities were built, how we were successful, and I'm always push that to my people.
I got
So
kicked
they
out of the inner circle too for talking when I said voting don't matter, and I was trying to give them
right,
advice on how to
right.
use the system if they must. They blocked me, and then he unfriended me, and then he came into another live and was like, we good, right? So I kept listening and stuff, but we wasn't good, so I just blocked them myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We should all be able, we if it's not discriminatory, like talking about voting shouldn't make you that upset. But they literally they kicked me out the live because I said I was trying to tell them the other solutions that we could use when it comes to this government.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what we hear today because even though we coming from different ideas or different understanding of who we are, we also know how this government function, what's best for our communities as a people as a whole, and it's not the government. And that's like a religion to them. The same
Mm.
reason they have a distaste for me, that's the same reason they have, you know what I'm saying, that they booted you out. And it's crazy because that's why I started calling myself the most dangerous mind on TikTok, because I was running into these popular creators, you know what I'm saying, and we have these dialogues, and I'll be shutting down their information, and the next thing I know, uh, they whispering in the background. I mean, other people telling me what they saying about me. I was like, man, I don't even know these people like that. You know what I mean? But they got like a little inner circle that believes in the same thing, and when they start to block you or unfriend you or whatever, they do it all together. You know what I'm saying? Him, Mr. What's the Jones, Mr. Jones or whatever, man. I enjoy beating him up.
You
I
talk
think
about Mr.
I
Jones
think that's
X?
why.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mr.
I
Jones.
love beating him up. I
I
love
think
beating
that's
him
why
up.
I like you
Can you
because
hear
we're
me
not
now?
we're
Yes.
Hmm.
yes. We're not circle
Okay.
people, meaning like we're not the people running in cliques. So I can have my own ideas. You don't like nobody. If you agree with my ideas, I don't care. If you disagree, I don't care. But in order to be like a big TikTok liver, I guess you have to have like fans. You have to have people behind you. So I can't do it because I have so many different ideas. Like I don't just go one way.
I
And
mean,
and that's
I was telling them to let Tristan up because I know her as a person. I don't look at people. I don't look at you. Oh, you're my friend because you're black, or you're my friend because you're Jewish. I don't do that. If I like you, I like you. I don't care what the hell color, what your ethnicity is. If I like you and you're like me, that's it.
hmm
But I didn't even realize. Okay, now I am Jewish, but I'm not religious. But I've never been around. I mean, I was listening to them, and I was in shock. I really was. I actually was raised around more black people than I ever was Jewish people. But when I went into that live, I was like, you guys, that's, I guess they're real Orthodox. I don't know. It just
No,
seemed
they're different face. There was a Syrian in there. There was of
messy
course there,
Syrian. She can get real, but she's Orthodox, meaning Orthodox, meaning they're really Jewish.
Yes,
well
a lot
that's
of
what
them know me back from my Israelite days because I used to debate them. And so
Yeah,
that's why when I came in, they were like, she's BHI. Not anymore. That's so old.
yeah. See, that's what they're having a problem with is BHI, and then they also have this problem with the conflict between Israel and Palestine. So they've all got this different mindset. I grew up here. I didn't grow up with that mindset. So I mean, I can't relate. I couldn't even relate.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you know,
difficult.
yeah, it's
Go ahead.
refreshing hearing you say that because I do deal with some Jewish people in life, but I mean
Mm-hmm.
they don't. That's not the thing that they put out the most. So I would have to ask them again. You know what I'm saying about that. About that. You know what I'm saying? Are they that? Because that's not the portion that we putting out when we out there. It's just like people enjoying time with each other, laughing and talking about life or whatever. So those
Exactly.
those backgrounds don't come up. But for me,
Exactly.
just actually engaging in that conversation or and listening to a lot of it and listening to what was said, that gave me a
Hmm.
different idea of it because a lot of my information is from my studies and also observing them like their news from their country's news and different things like that,
Hmm.
listening to how they talk and refer to us and different things like that. So I
Hmm.
came in with the wide eye anyway. You know what I'm saying, to see how this was gonna
Exactly.
go. And they gave me the prime example of how I thought it would be. And then even when the Syrian guy I think Tristan was referring to, oh, he was
Uh-huh.
just he's one of the most racist thing I heard over there. You know what I mean? It's
I,
like he was being rude, but and not trying to be as rude as he was. So I was like, man, that
He
was
was
cold.
I just,
he was from
I was
Israel.
personally embarrassed. Like I felt embarrassed. Like I mean, I was born in a Jewish family, but we were immigrants to this country. So I wasn't raised like that. I was not raised to think you're in a different country, but you be nice to everybody. There was no, my grandparents were like never taught me anything different other than just to be nice, respect your elders, etc., etc. I mean, just be a good person. And
I was
that's all
embarrassed.
I ever was.
I was embarrassed for letting the black community and using my numbers in order to get black people in there. And then even giving the idea, I'm going to be honest with you. And I know some people are
Mm-hmm.
now in here from the live last night, but I gave them
Mm-hmm.
I said, because they were like, yeah, every time we use the Ivy Irvin pictures and the Chappelle pictures and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it attracts the wrong kind of people that we don't want to talk to. So I said, hey, look, put like, hey, black community, let's talk or something like that. And then
Exactly.
the picture said, hey, black people or dear black people, we need to talk. So I told them, okay, maybe next time change it, but let's keep it with this. So I'm
Right.
giving ideas for it. I'm giving my numbers to it. And then it was just really disrespectful.
Yeah.
And Ocean, I know Ocean. She's probably in here right now. I've known her from earlier when that Whoopi Goldberg situation happened and she went on an offensive. But I was still, she was already on my page before that Whoopi Goldberg thing happened. I didn't even
Mm-hmm.
notice like she was Jewish. I didn't know she was Jewish. I thought we were just doing activism together on the page. And then
Mm-hmm.
once that happened, she called me anti-Semitic for talking about the Hasidic Jews that still have this practice where they dress up and they do blackface. And the community around them has been asking them, please stop doing blackface in public because we can see you guys. And they laughed at the guy in the face. And she called me anti-Semitic under one of my posts for bringing out anti-blackness.
Now, there's the
Oh
girl that
my
kicked me out of her
God.
life.
So that's how we started. Since we've been doing so good together this past couple of weeks since the Kanye stuff, I said, okay, we could work back together. But while they're saying anti-black stuff and racist stuff, she's in the comments telling me, oh, the Israeli guy isn't being racist. He's not from here, to try to say, to calm me down. No, you're
To
not going to. I
excuse it.
heard what I heard.
Yeah, to excuse it. You don't excuse it. Racist is racist is racist, no matter where you're from.
And anti-Semitism is anti-Semitism. I would
Exactly.
never. It's not anti-Semitic. So it's just not the time. It's not the time. But I feel embarrassed for letting black people. Because if I'm in there, they're gonna come.
I
I'm
know. I
embarrassed for
know.
being that.
I mean, I know I can be myself with you guys, and I always have been. That's why I was
Yes.
like, oh my God, where am I? I felt like I was, and plus, okay, whatever happened on the internet, I didn't see it. I thought Dave Chappelle was funny as hell. Okay, I'm sorry, but I love Dave Chappelle. He's my favorite anyway, no matter, I don't care what he says. I love him. He makes me laugh. That's all I care about. He's a
Did he just
comedian. What
kick
the hell?
her?
I think that part rubbed them the wrong way because of just what was going on.
It
Like
was the atmosphere.
yeah, if you
Golly,
wrote,
she's not even in here no more, bro.
Yeah, Charles' son that sent her to her
Oh,
maker.
if
I just be telling her though. You know what I mean? She's saying that it
if this
wasn't her live, but
it wasn't
I'm
her
letting her
live,
know. But
it
it
wasn't
No,
her
wasn't
live.
her live. But it was their live as a whole. None of them disputed any of the other negative things that they said about us. Matter of fact, they would boot us for the smallest thing. But when they were saying the things they were saying, they was on there. Even that the super
right.
racist Syrian guy.
Yeah.
They refused to put him off there, no matter what he said. He said he's not
Yeah.
going nowhere, and they never booted him. So I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. So this is what this is,
See,
That
And I
guy
just
was
be
saying saying racist stuff, like straight up.
I
Like my eyes, I was just staring at the screen. I'm never at a
mhm.
loss for what he was saying. I was just looking at the screen, like, are you guys kidding me right now?
I
I
asked him a
mean,
couple of times. I was like, "Are y'all gonna boot him?"
Yeah, Ron
I
was
just,
there when you said that.
I swear to
What you
God,
say?
I
What?
feel better over here.
Well,
He
don't
said,
say that,
I
girl.
you're
just,
like he said, nobody can boot me. I'm not going nowhere. I
Right,
said,
right.
well,
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. And they never
what
booted him. I
the
was
hell he said?
like, bro.
damn.
So yeah,
Susan,
I'll get
I
over it
always thought
tomorrow.
you were
But
light skinned.
she
Huh?
is, girl.
I said I always thought you were light skinned.
I mean, my heritage is North African. So I do have African in me. I don't even know what they look like from there. Okay. I don't know what Sephardic Jews look
They
like, but
look
I
like you.
know. Okay, there they go. So but I mean, that's all I ever knew. My grandparents, we hid our identity, we hid our Judaism, we lived the life, but I grew up in America. Like I said, I grew up in the black neighborhood right next to me.
Hey,
How could I mean, it just didn't make no sense to me. Like, I don't look at people like that. I
and
look
and,
at
What
and
what
yeah,
people
that hurt them
as,
though? Did you feel hurt that you had to hide it?
um, I didn't know any better because I was a child. So they didn't actually say that we're Jewish, honey. They just didn't, they did like the ceremonies. We had Hanukkah. We had all that. In fact, I even snuck and joined a church choir down the street. My mom almost had a heart attack. Because I used to every Sunday, I'd sit outside and go, no, I'm not supposed to go in there, but I didn't know why. I had no idea. But once I joined the choir, my mom's like, don't tell your grandmother. But I'm a kid. Kids are going to ask questions. I was curious. But I didn't know anything about Christmas, but I joined the Christmas choir. And my mom even had to sneak me down there so I could sing in it. And she fell. I'm like, hurry up, mom. She's like, I just fell. But you know what I mean? They didn't feed any hatred or um, anything about people other than their people.
right. And you know
I was never
that's the normal story when other nations of people move in amongst us. They get
exactly.
embraced. They become a part. Even though it be all these negative stigmas they put on us, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, to the world and everything. But
Mhm.
if you ever go to our communities, people that didn't look like us, or you know what I'm saying, they were embraced in the communities. I still got friends now. You know what I'm saying, that look like brothers. That was even from the white community or whatever that lived amongst us. The
Yeah.
few that was
Yeah.
there, but
I
it
mean,
was
hell,
never that.
yeah.
But if you move,
Exact.
but if we move in the area of one of those European white areas, I used to get the side eyes or different things like that from certain ones, not all of them, but certain ones. Be like, you know what I mean, like you don't belong there, different things like that. And I used to always look like they say that they try to paint us as the worst, you know what I'm saying, people, but in the reality we're not.
You are
We're
the
not.
nicest people in the world. I have never felt unwelcome in a black household in my life, ever, ever. And I mean, that's how I've always felt. But see, I never saw that. I never saw black people like that. I mean, obviously, I know you're black because you can't just take your skin off and be something else. But my God, it's your ethnicity. So what? It's who you are. I don't care. I've just never been that way. I've never, ever looked at people like other than being a human being. If you're going to be rude to me, I don't care what color you are either. And I don't care if you're Jewish either. I'll tell you right to your face. I'm just, that's just, but that's how I was raised. I was never raised to ever look at anybody other than a human being, ever.
One
So,
one of the brothers that like the two brothers came up yesterday and they just started
Mm-hmm.
talking, and as soon as they started talking, then it went to arguments. And then the Israeli guy came in and said we're the most anti-Semitic, and then one of the young brothers
Mm-hmm.
um gave the real history of how we usually work together if we're near each other and stuff like that. It got quiet for like 2 seconds because I guess
Mm-hmm.
their brains, it was overload to them, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden it was more yelling.
Because
What do
they're not taught.
what do they
Go ahead.
expect people to do? Go out and go kill Kanye? I mean, do they expect y'all to go kill Kanye and kill whatever the I don't know what the NBA Kyrie? I don't watch basketball, so Kyrie would I don't know what team he's on or anything,
It's
whatever
Kyrie.
his name
He's
is.
on the Nets.
Yeah,
He's on the Nets.
yeah.
But
Trust
you
me,
know,
I had the NBA. Go
yeah,
ahead.
with the Kyrie thing though, like to me, it was just an overkill in the situation. I mean, he just posted a movie.